party here at Crafters TV. It's lovely to be with you. My name is Rebecca Redican. You can call me Becky. And we have got today a real set of treats. I'm already going to let you know that we have got some items here that you may well not have seen. One of them launching only a couple of days ago on, well, yesterday, the 21st. You have got real opportunity here. We have got some serious treats with our vintage butterflies, but also the fabulous Sara Easter box that I know you are going to adore. And speaking of adoration, it is wonderful to have our craft expert with us today, who has got some stunning makes, and let me tell you, loads of them. It's the fabulous Debbie Fisher.
Hi, Becky.
Yeah.
It's been ages since we've worked together.
I feel like it's been absolutely young.
It has. Far too long.
Summarise your last 3 months in 3 words.
Crafter's companion.
Yay! Perfect.
How are you all today? I hope you're all well, because we have the most amazing second time to buy of these. Well, sort of third if you look at the previous shows that they've been in. But I'm so glad I got my hands on this collection. So Sara Signatures never disappoint, and this one won't either. If you love your butterflies, your stamps and your dies, you're going to be creating makes like this, which looks incredible, making something totally different. That same one, same butterfly, looking absolutely different, which looks absolutely amazing. But what we have got is this vintage look about it. We've got the lovely pale sort of colour tones on here. We've got this beautiful ribbon, which is absolutely beautiful. I say ribbon, it's lace. So you've actually got lace butterflies, which is incredible. I've not seen anything like that before. Little charms that you can put on your makes. Create a card dies that create this amazing butterfly. But then you've got all these sort of elements that all go together using papers, and the cardstock that we've got in here are absolutely beautiful. We've got edgeable dies, we've got creator card dies, we've even got, Becky, a double-sided die. So this beautiful butterfly is the most amazing double-sided die, and we're going to be showing you how to use that. And on top of that, there's this gorgeous embossing folder. I love this. You can make this really distressed look, use it with your different ink pads. It looks sensational, and you don't need a lot else on a card to create with this embossing folder. It's beautiful.
This is the fabulous thing about this collection. It is absolutely jam-packed full, and when I say jam-packed, boy, I mean it. I'm going to ask for your attention just for a couple of moments, because I want you to know everything you're getting in here. I want to make it very clear just before you add anything to your basket in a rush. I have got 2 options with this for you, okay? So I've got a full collection, and then I've got a full collection plus some extras, including the likes of vellum, okay? I'm going to go through the full collection first, if I may. And this is embellishment heaven. I have got for you a collection of charms. Now these are your butterfly charms. As you can see, that is, you've got your genuine metal oars there, and then you've got that wonderful detail of the different styles and types of butterfly. Then I'm bringing to you that lace that we absolutely adore. One thing I will mention with this lace is the color of it. Now I know this sounds really kind of unusual, but the color of it is beautiful. But if you wanted to do something maybe a little bit more modern, there is nothing stopping you changing the colour of this. You can change the colour of lace really easily using some of the products we do here. You could colour this in using the likes of your pens, but also don't forget, you can dye this using things you find around the home. I, for example, have for a commission piece a while ago now, got some lace and dyed it with coffee. And it sounds really strange and it sounds like it's going to smell, but actually leave it for a while and it doesn't, and it changes it to a really dusky bronze colour. There's loads of things like that you can do with natural dyes as well. So as well as that, I've got for you the resin brads. Now these are beautiful. You have got little delicate, almost like hand-drawn butterflies in the centre of each of these. And then if I just tilt them to the side, you'll see that they have got like a 3D domed resin over the top of them, so they give you, they're not just a flat surface, so they really play with light, which is lovely. More adornments. I told you there was a lot of accessories in this, which is fabulous. I'm bringing to you your ribbons. Now these ribbons are beautiful. They've got a translucency to them, but also they have that delicacy to them that's maybe not quite as daunting or ostentatious, let's say, than that of like a satin ribbon. Really beautiful, delicate, and so soft to the touch. So if tactility is for you, that is definitely a collection. Now let's get stamping, and boy, there is a lot. If sentiments that make you smile is your thing, this is for you. You have got some beautiful selections in here. So for example, there's lots of things such as, in a world where you can be anything, be kind. Now, isn't that a stunning sentiment? A really beautiful, smile-inducing sentiment. You've also got lovely ones such as, thank you so much. We can use that a lot. And we've also got sending you butterfly kisses. Do you know what butterfly kisses are, Debbie Fisher?
I'm thinking of chocolate, but they're probably not.
No. To be fair, no, I'm thinking of chocolate. No, butterfly kisses are when you get your eyelashes and you put them to someone's cheek and you flutter your eyelashes.
Oh,
yeah, there you go.
I'll have to try that one. I don't think my eyelashes are long enough to do that. Need some forces.
We've got those lovely sentiments there, but as I said, there's loads of stamps, including, do you like colouring? Well, here we go. Think about the fun you could have with this. Oh my goodness. Because these are so beautifully open but also have that element of intricacy, you could just do one flat colour as we have on some of these, but also the blendability. Hey, how cool would it be to actually do your research on real style butterflies and mimic them? For example, you know, I'm looking at ones here, I could maybe make like a red admiral into this one using sort of my reds and my oranges. You could have a lot of fun with that. We have got texture to build as well with this beautiful embossing folder. The layers in this emboss are very, very clear, and that's what I love about embossing folders like this. The butterfly is very much the forefront, and then this lattice element is sort of in the background. Great for mixed media. Then I've got for you the dies, the bit that we get very excited about. Look at how sensational this butterfly is. Using different colours, using different textures. Genuinely, you know, if I was to go through every single card pad, every single paper pad that we have ever done for you and change the orders of them, all the different butterflies, there would genuinely be thousands of different butterfly combinations, maybe even hundreds of thousands, because you could just change it up so much. Real versatile here with the different levels, but remember, you can just use them individually and they're equally as beautiful. This is one that's really a little bit of a showstopper. Lovely stamper detail, but then look, you've got the little peepo pop-out element too. Then I'm bringing, I know what you're thinking, blimey Bex, you've yammered on for ages, but this is because there's so much in here. It's like impossible not to. So I've got your opulent edge as well here. As you can see, there's no cutting edge at this section, so you can make it a small part or at the top of a really big card if you wanted to. Lovely again for mixed media, but also I think really nice maybe to sort of layer over the side of photographs. It would be really pretty. Then I've got one of the most intricate sort of inlay, let's say, dies that I've seen in a long old time. Look at those. Individually, just as one, they would be beautiful, but layered up, that again is exquisite. You could use them with lovely sort of matte and layers design. It's like a fancy matte and layer, but also it's not a million miles away from like a really ornate, what are they called when you get the dies that interlay into each other? You know the ones I mean, don't you? It's got that kind of nesting, that's the word I was like, it's something to do with birds. Nesting dies, but really opulent. Then I've got a kaleidoscope of butterflies that if you joined us for the launch day earlier on, you will have seen our set of 6 new edgeables. Some of the edgeables in the modern edgeables, we had the kaleidoscope of the butterflies. This would work exceptionally well with it if you wanted to do like a memory box style or lots of layers, because it's the same type of butterfly but a really different feel. And then one of our favourites, we have got your Monarch. Now this means that you can create this beautiful piece and you could just have one side cut out or both sides. It's up to you with the use of this die. But how dynamic is that as a butterfly? And the thing is, you yourself might be a little bit of an artiste. Just ask yourself for a moment, how long would it take you to perfectly draw out a butterfly like that? For me, well, to get it that good, it'd take days because I'm not very good at drawing things that look like anything. But you may well think, oh, it'll take about an hour. You can do that in moments with this fabulous stamp, but then make it different every time with your colours. Again, I'm not stopping. I've got for you a massive amount of dies, and these dies here, some of my favourites. I am that type of friend who, if I'm going to buy you a present, it's probably going to be some sort of ticket or experience that we can go to together, and that is what we have got here, the opportunity for you to make your own little cinema tickets, event tickets, your labels for your tags, and so much more. Really thoughtful, these. And also in this collection, I've got your 6x6, and these ones are divine. You've got double-sided, really nice muted colours on some, but then all of a sudden it becomes quite romantic. All of a sudden, in some of them, it becomes, there we go, quite bold and it's vintage, really. I adore these ones because you have got elements on here that are quite surprising. I've got kind of berry elements in here. There's just so much, as you can see as well, they are double-sided. So there's so much here to be enjoyed and to be crafted with. It is ginormous, okay? I know that's taken me longer than we normally would, but I just want you to know exactly what you're getting in option 1, and the fact that you are saving on this nearly £51 or nearly $64. It's epic, considering how new this is in particular. So that's that one. I did say that there was 2 options. The second option is all of that I've just said, except there are extras, and my extras I will really quickly go through for you now. So everything I've just shown, but extras, including the likes of vellum. This is 8x8 vellum, and just to prove to you the vellumness, because we've backed this with some whites just to give you an idea. Here's your vellum. You're getting 2 lots of this, and these are your wonderful designs. Let me flip through some of them for you. So again, it mimics the paper pad that you've got, so it all ties in beautifully. Again, all of this is vellum. This is it against white, but you can put it against any colour you want for that wonderful translucent feel. Oh, that's pretty. Then I'm bringing to you your luxury A4 stock. 2 packs of this, and it is your double-sided. Lovely pearlescence on both sides. 2 packs of that. And then 2 lots of your 12x12. Again, perfectly mimics your 6x6 that you get in the pack. This time though, 12 inches by 12 inches, again, completely double-sided. So you are getting 2 of each of those as extras. Your details are now on screen. You're getting more, but you're saving more, because you're saving, well, you can see your sort of prices on screen there. That's how much you're saving. So I'm sorry that took a while, but I want everyone to know exactly what they're popping in their basket. So pick which of those 2 options is best for you right now, and then check those out. And whilst you're doing that, let's dive on into a demo. Debbie, what are we doing first, please, my love?
Yeah, let's start with the double-sided die, because I absolutely love this. What I love is I was beginning to think we wasn't going to be bringing many double-sided dies back, and I love that we're now putting these into these collections, which is incredible. Now, you do need, for the double-sided die, you do need your double-sided plates. So you will find those. I think are they on the show, George, or can they find them on the website at least anyway? You can buy them in A5 and A4 size. So I'm using my Gemini, but I am using my Gemini Junior plate, so I'm going to use my Gemini double-sided dies. Now, the reason you need these is because you need to sandwich your die between it, because being double-sided is exactly that. You have your cutting edge on one side, turn that over, and then you have all your cutting edge on the opposite side. And you just have to see which way round you want it, and I mean that in which colour that you want it. Now, I always say look for the biggest amount of space. So the biggest amount of space is this one here. It's almost like that outline die. So I know this is my base. So I want to put that onto some of the cream cardstock. This is that luxury cardstock that you're getting in this kit, which is incredible. So we're going to pop that over the top, and then we're going to just lay down our next piece, which is again that beautiful pearlized pink card, and putting that over the top of that one, so you can see it's sandwiched between the 2. Then then we're going to sandwich that between our cutting plates. So again, placing that just onto your cutting plates with your top one on there. And it really couldn't be simpler, because all you need is your base cutting plate and your top cutting plate. That's all you need. So let's run that through. So everything is just sandwiched between each other, and then we're going to run that through our Gemini machine. Now, the double-sided dies have been designed to work in the Geminis themselves, so other die cutting machines, unfortunately, they're not going to go through there, so just bear that one in mind. And you can see, taking that out, that's all falling out. I mean, look how beautiful that die is. I've just give that a flick. All those different elements come. I mean, that is so pretty, isn't it? Such a beautiful die. And then this base one, which is cut out. I mean, how incredible. One pass through the machine. It's took literally 9 seconds. And we've got our mat and our layer for that really absolutely exquisite die, which is beautiful. So let's pop these to the side. I'm going to just make sure I put all my little pieces in the bin. As our lovely Craig, he actually swept up and emptied my bin for me. He's a babe, isn't he?
He's a love.
So let's pop those to the side and then pop that on there. Now, the other thing that I've done is I have just put that back piece through again on some black cardstock, because I do love a shadow, Becky. So I like to be able to create that shadow, and we're going to use that to just go over the back here. So can you see how much it makes that pop by just adding that extra shadow, and it just takes another pass through your machine, so nice and easy to do. So let's just bring in some cardstock just to do my base layer. I'm going to use my dotty tape pen, and I do apologise because I do know that they're out of stock still at the moment. If you haven't got, if you're desperate for any sort of adhesive, we do adhesive sheets, or you can just use your precision glue nib bottle and put your tacky glue on those. So we're just going to lay this over the top, just slightly letting that edge form all the way round. There we go. And any little pieces, I'm just going to grab my pokey tool. So if you see any little pieces, you can just pop them out like so. So that gives us our base layer, which actually, as a silhouette die, that would be beautiful if you just wanted it in the black to create a really beautiful picture. Now what I've done is I've put my layer just through my Xyron for quickness. So we're just going to pop this one out. Now, I don't know if anyone knows this, and I might be selling it before I should, but we do have the, oh, wrong way, we do have the little mini 1.5-inch Xyron in stock. Ooh. It's on my show tomorrow, but you will find it on the website. It's the 1.4-inch Xyron sticker maker. Ooh. We've been teasing them for a long time, and we've actually got some in stock.
Way, that's cool. The 3-inch sticker maker is in the $10 sale, because it's $10 Tuesday or £10 Tuesday. Without, you know, being too obvious about this, today is Tuesday. Tomorrow, it's not $10 Wednesday. Amazing. That wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, that's so good. That's absolutely amazing.
Head
Do you
to
know,
our
it's all the twos today as well.
It is,
I know. Even Tuesday.
Adorable. Yeah, that's so cute.
Right, so that's one of our elements. So we're going to start to build this up. The next one I want to bring in is this beautiful opulent frame. I love this one. Look at the delicacy of these. They're really nice thin dies. I've brought in some of our Keith had some card on the other day, which was beautiful. So I've pinched a bit of that to put through, and we're putting that cream stock on for our layers. So we're going to get this layer going on. Now, the one thing we know, if you're just joining us and you've not heard of Crafters Companion, or you're just new to our channel, Sara Davis, the founder of Crafters Companion, she does the most amazing sets, the ranges that she does, which we call Sara's Signature. And these never disappoint, because what they do is they cover so many different elements in a range. And she does them so well, because we do different elements every single time. So where this time we're doing, for the first time that I've seen in one of signature collections is the double-sided dies, but also the brads. We've not done brads before, and there's some of those in here. We've never done a lace with butterflies before like this. It's absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that we're also starting to do lots more of the nesting dies, which just gives you even more use.
Definitely.
So let's pop this one together. I mean, look at it. I mean, the dies just, I mean, they are so stunningly beautiful, cut out amazingly well, and matte and layer up incredibly. So each one of these will just matte and layer on the other one. Now for this one, my die obviously slipped. Look, we've got a half of a cut one. Luckily, I've got a one already done. What I have done is I've just stamped one of our sentiments. So smile, you've got this. I mean, there's some really great sentiments on here, isn't there?
Yeah.
And again, what I do want to do, I've bought in, let me grab the black one. I have done a black one as well, because I'm trying to get this all sort of tied in. So we did our, I put it somewhere safe and now it's disappeared, but here it's right in front of me. So you can see we've got
if
the
that's
black.
what you're thinking of. I thought,
That is so me, Becky, honestly. So we're going to matte and layer this. Now, a little trick that I like to do on these, I want to get the same amount of black on each corner of these. So what I'm going to do is cut directly through the centre. Because if you do this, it gives you a better shadow in. So we're going to pop this to each side and we're going to put some of our tape runner onto here. And then this one will go at the top, so you have a lot more control of where you're putting it here. So we're having that black piece round on those pieces, so you can see you've got that even amount, where you wouldn't have that on the bottom because you could only have the shadow on one side. By doing half and half, you actually get that even shadow on each side. So now I can place that onto this bottom part, just making sure we've got all that piece lined up. And there we go. So that just gives you a more even shadow. So on here, this way, you can see our shadow is coming this side, but not on this side. You can do the same with this as well. So it doesn't matter what ones you do it, but with this one, you've got that more even blackness. So it looks like you've got a slightly bigger die that's going around on there. So let's pop all this into place. So using our tape pens, we can start to matte and layer. Now before, oh no, we can put this on, so let's pop our next piece on. So just using any glue that you've got in your stash. What I would suggest is if you have got mirror card like me in the centre, don't use your all-purpose. You want because that's a solvent glue, you don't want to take the shine off it. So what I would do is use your tacky glue on there. So that's our two elements there. So now I'm going to bring in our card. So with this card I've cut out, I mean these papers are absolutely gorgeous, double-sided, so you can just choose which one you want. So if we want to put this one into place, we can do that. If you want the opposite one, whichever one. So actually, I did this side on my one that I finished. I'm going to actually use this one on the side. This is going to go matte and layer. I've just got a card blank. And what I'm going to do is use my Edgeable die now. So this one is your opulent edge. Don't just think that you have to cut it across the sort of fold of a card or the top. We're actually going to cut this right across diagonally here. So I'm going to take these 2 points just to the edges here, so we know that that's going to fit beautifully. I'm not worried about it going off. What I do want to do is try and create it so I've got a similar edge. So there we go, so I can see that's cutting just on this bit and just on that bit there. And then I'm going to take my tape, low-tack tape, if I can find it. Always the way, isn't it, when you're looking and can't see? There it is right in front of me. We're just going to take that into place and run that through. So let me grab my Gemini plates.
Lovely.
And pop that through.
Loads of people joining us today. Hello, Linda, back again from Dudley. Hiya. We have got Joy saying afternoon, all from Riverdale. Hi, Rebecca, Debbie, crew, team, social and crafty friends. Aisha's saying, hello, Debbie. So great to have you back on CTV. Hello again, Becky and my fellow crafters. Yeah, I feel like it has been ages since we've seen you.
I know, yes. I was in last week, so it's been a whole week since I've been in. So we're all spread about at the moment. So it's almost like a treat when we're up here.
Oh, that's so lovely. Really nice.
Right, so let's take that off. That gives us all our die cutting that we need. So when we take that away, you can see it gives us that beautiful edge. And then when we place that onto our card, we've now got a beautiful edged corner, which looks absolutely amazing. So let's then tape this down onto the front, and then we can start putting all our elements in place. And this is the one thing that Sara's so good at, is everything you use on your cards, your makes, is going to look amazing because they just go really well. And what I always think about the signature collections as well, Becky, is we often say sort of less is more, but sometimes I think more is more, and it looks beautiful. You can load more up on here. So what we're going to do is we're going to, first of all, we're going to come in with this under here and use our butterflies across the top. So what I do want to do is, let me just grab that, and I want to grab some foam pads, just so we can put those into place. And we're going to have this slightly on the edge here. So that just gives us our bottom part. And then this one, we're going to bring in some foam pads. So I'm just going to grab these from over here and just pop them up a little bit, just to give it a little bit dimension. So dimension's really good when you're doing anything like this, especially when you're using butterflies, because they do have that dimension, don't they?
Definitely.
And you get that from this die already just by having those two layers cut in one go. So I'm going to do it slightly up because we want the I want to have this smile coming through. And then what I'm also going to use, I've got a little bow, and I'm going to bring in this ribbon, Becky, because the ribbon is beautiful. This is seam binding ribbon. If anyone's not seen seam binding ribbon before, it's a really beautiful ribbon, and it's really applicable to like so many things, whether you're using it as borders, whether you want to colour it a different colour. It is absolutely gorgeous ribbon, and it ties like a dream. You can use it on so many different things, and you're getting tons of ribbon here in such gorgeous colours, those really lovely muted colours. So I've just tied my one here into a bow, and we're just going to pop that at the bottom here to finish this up. So pop that in there. I'm going to slightly take it underneath. There we go. And there we go. That's our first make of our vintage butterfly.
Oh, isn't that beautiful? I love that, even though actually the colours in this are very naturally muted, delicate, romantic, vintage, with that black against it, it's a real dynamic pop. Thank you for showing us that, Debbie. Isn't that gorgeous? If you would like to recreate that, this is your complete collection. So in here you're getting everything that you can see with your eyes over here, including the papers and the 12 by 12, and you're getting the double-sided dies in there. You're getting absolutely oodles. I will then also remind you that if you want the extra pack, which is sort of you're spending more but you're saving more, you're going to get an extra of the 12 by 12, an extra of the luxury A4, and an extra of your vellum. So you are going to get double that amount, if that makes sense. Lovely, what was your name? Mary Pat. Hi again, Mary Pat says, I really want the tag and tickets dies in this collection. Mary Pat, I'm with you on that. I totally agree. If you do want things individually, I'm going to give you that option today, all right? And the way that you can just get them individually, but actually what we can also do is a £50 or $50 kind of offer on that for you. Have a little look on the website, but I will break that down for you better later on. So Mary Pat, if that one is speaking to you, I could help you out with that in a little moment or two. Before it though, if we will, let's dive on into Easter, yeah? Let's head on to our Easter box. And again on this, I've got two options just to let you know, so hold out and listen to both. If you would like just the beautiful Sara Signature collection, Easter collection, this is your opportunity. It is a wonderful box, which we're going to go for an unboxing very, very soon, and you can well treat yourself to that one if you just want it that way. However, if you want an absolute bargain with some extras, let me offer this to you. And again, it's totally up to you. But if you do want this, and for just a few pounds or dollars more, you can get some great extras. For example, we have got baby pink Cintura Pearl, which I don't know about you, but for the little bunnies, I have a feeling this could be really, really, really cute. So you've got pack of A4 in the baby pink. If you've not seen this card before, oh, you're gonna love it. Let's keep the shine going with our blush Midas Metallic. Now the blush is beautiful because, again, it has a very, very delicate rose gold colouring to it. It's not kind of over the top, it's a delicate one, but it is highly metallic. And you can use stamps with this for sentiment, and you can use it in loads of different ways. And then for free, yeah, the whole set is for free. This is worth normally £23 or nearly $30, but you're getting it for free in this added extra. And it's not just like half of the pack is free, all 12 of these beautiful, vibrant sort of blends of Spectrum Noir are available for you now, and these are your aqua pens, so you can draw and then almost work them as if they were a watercolour. There's so much you can do with those are for free, so it's up to you. Option one, just the box and all its goodies, which is absolutely stacked full. But if you do need to stock up on pens, or you want to try them out, or you want the Cintura Pearl, you've got that opportunity as well, so you choose what is best for you. And we're going to have an unboxing with the lovely Debbie now. And this is a beautiful looking box for starters.
Isn't it so cute? When I was prepping with this a couple of days ago, I sort of took it all out and wrapped my tissue paper underneath, and the whole box is so beautifully presented. So if I just show you straight away while you're on that front, just, oh, we're dropping it all out. Look how beautiful that is. It's absolutely lovely. It's all done in this really beautiful sort of mint green with the teals on it, which is absolutely stunning. And all those bits you can see that are falling out. So let's have a look overhead and see exactly what you are getting. So as you unwrap, you can see, like with any Sara Signature collection, unwrapping the box is amazing. The unboxing is what you all call them. People do videos of unboxing on YouTube, on Facebook, and it's just amazing because you do get so much. So straight away, you're getting a whole big pack of your A6 card blanks. You could do so much with these. So making them to gatefolds, doing Z folds, you can do them easel cards, or just use them as they're supposed to be, either on a tent fold card, which is this way, or just your normal opening card. So you've got your card packs there. You've got this beautiful embossing folder, and I'm going to show you the dies that you're getting as well, because you have a die that matches your embossing folder, which is absolutely stunning. So if you want a really traditional traditional Easter card, not Christmas, you can use that cross in there. But you're getting all these, look, the little bunnies, you're getting 3 different types here. You're getting your lamb, you're getting so many different accessories in here. But of course, you want the stamp sets to go with it. Now these stamp sets, honestly, there is so much on them. There's great sentiments in here. It's hippity hoppity, you are my sunshine, a hoppy Easter, just really lovely sentiments which are great. But you've also got all these different ones that are going to go coordinate with your die sets, which is perfect. Then you're getting obviously your envelopes to go with your cardstock. You're then getting this really cute bunny, and I'm actually just going to bring this into view as well. Look at this bunting made with the bunnies. I mean, it's so lovely. You literally just draw around them, all that cardstock from the pack, add these little, as you can see, you're getting all these different types of little fluffy bunny rabbit's tails, which are amazing. And you can be creating things like this, especially you want to do your Easter hunts and with the children, and lots of different ways you can use them. You're then getting your baker's twine and your ribbon in there, so you're getting your organza, and then you're getting the little ribbon bows. It's the first time we've done ones with little ribbon bows already tied for you in there. And then not without becoming last, but these beautiful paper pads. Now these are double-sided. I mean, look at these. They are some of the prettiest papers I've seen. They've got lovely sceneries on this as well. I love this one of my favourites. I love a bit of gingham. Yeah, really beautiful. We're going to use that in our first demo as well. And I also love this one. Scrapbooking your Easter makes is going to be beautiful with this. Use it as your frame. And then it just goes on to do all these different Easter ones. There's butterflies in here. It's absolutely, I mean, look at this. I mean, I've got these the wrong way, really. I should be flicking this way so you can sort of see them not upside down. But look at, I love this paper. I mean, this is absolutely great. It is your little mini eggs.
Makes me hungry.
I can't even find it now. There we go. What I love about this one, it's like, where's Wally, isn't it? Where's the chick? Like, you can see the little chicks. Look, they're all hiding in amongst them, which is absolutely brilliant. But also, you're getting the solid colours at the back there to coordinate with all those colours. So it's absolutely stunning. So yes, so all your cards, your envelopes, your little fluffy towels, or your accessories, your ribbon, your ribbon bows, your cards, your envelopes, your stamps, your dies, your embossing folder, your little bunny rabbit template, and your baker's twine as well. So lots of different things in this kit. Now, shall we show you what you can do with it?
Oh, go on then.
Right, let's bring in some cardstock to start with, and let's also bring in the stamp and die sets. There's some really cute ones here. I love this little one here, so we're going to use the stamp that goes with it, which is this one. She almost looks like the Shy Bunny, the one that's sort of just wanting you to sort of come over and pet her. She's absolutely beautiful. So we're going to use that one, but also I want to use this one here because I think this is a very cheeky rabbit. This is one that's already gone in the pot, head first, and his little bum showing at the top.
So that would be Peter Rabbit, and then maybe that'd be Flopsy, Mopsy or Cottontail next to him. Because they're a bit better behaved in Beatrix Potter, weren't they, Beatrix?
Right, so let's just stamp these out. Now, I'm going to do this one first and separately, because what I also want to do is I want to actually cut it out of this main egg. I love that we've got an Easter egg die. I've not seen one this size before. It's absolutely brilliant. Later on in the show, I'm going to show you how we can make a card blank using these, which is absolutely super cute. Now, what I want to do is I want to have this in the middle so I can die cut it out with the Easter egg. So you want to put it where you know that you can, you've got room to die cut round, okay? So just making sure that's in the right place. Then we're going to use our stamping platform, press down in the middle, pick that up, and then we're going to ink it. Now, just for quickness, I am using my alcohol markers, but you do get those. That's amazing. Did I hear right that you're getting them for no pennies at all, the aqua markers?
Yeah, the full set of 12.
That is so incredible. So we're just going to stamp this one up, pop him onto here, and we're just going to do a bit of quick colouring because I have already got another one. So that's our first one, and then we're just going to stamp our little other bunny out so we can pop that back on. Put this one in place, because I really want you to see her, because she, I keep saying her, which I shouldn't really, because sometimes you find, especially in the animal kingdom, the male version are normally the prettiest, aren't they?
That is very true, yeah. Like with pheasants or ducks, it's because they have to woo the female of the species, isn't it?
Ah, is that why?
I presume so.
Well, it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I'm no Attenborough.
I mean, look at her face.
Oh, she's so cute.
She is very cute. But yes, it could be a male. Shouldn't just assume it's a lady one. So let's pop this back on. And then, just so I don't lose them, pop these back into place. Right, and then let's get some colour in just very quickly, just so you can see how beautiful they are. I grab myself a piece of card just to colour onto. Let's start with a little bit of this one, and then let's do that little bunny rabbit so we can highlight him in the centre there.
Lovely.
So just using my alcohol tri-blend.
did earlier on with the Edgeables some tulips, and they look just like the tulips that this bunny's sniffling into. So you could actually get the tulip, if you got the tulip Edgeables, this could be quite cute for inside, couldn't it?
Like, oh, absolutely.
Oh, a little bunny getting into me tulips.
They're quite mischievous, aren't they?
Yeah.
Have you ever had pet rabbits before?
Yeah, I think I've had two. I used to have, because you know how you get rabbits and a lot of the time you're told to get guinea pigs at the same time because they keep each other company. I used to have an Oliver and a Dodger. Off of Oliver Twist.
I love that, that's brilliant. Yeah. And so you, Becky.
Yeah, no, I do agree with that. There's loads of you messaging in. There was a question actually that Heidi asked. In this collection, which I'm going to go for both of them just in case, because I wasn't entirely sure where this came just on the cusp. Can the elements go through juniors? So in the Easter collection and in the butterfly, can the elements go through Gemini juniors?
Yes, so I just used the, I would say the biggest die was probably the one I used, which is a double-sided one, which is 4 by 4 by 8.
Right.
And I use that in my junior plates, even though I use the thing. So I think all of them will go through. As we go through the show, and I'm just having a quick look, yeah, all of these will go through. Yeah, absolutely.
That's great, very useful. And same with the Easter.
Oh, absolutely with Easter. They'll all go through the junior. Oh, no, I'm... Oh, yes, it will. Junior. Yeah. I was thinking of the mini then, thinking that's more than 3 inches, but it will go through, yes.
Perfect. I hope that helps you, Heidi.
Yeah, absolutely. I was just about to say something else then, and I can't remember at all what it was.
Sorry,
so, no, that's okay. Not a problem.
Kelly.
Oh, bunnies, that's all I was going to say. Bunnies. We used to have 2 little dwarf rabbits.
Oh, lop-eared.
Yeah, lop-eared, yes, yeah. So, well, one was just a tiny rabbit, it just didn't grow. So it was a little black rabbit and it had short ears, but like they stuck up, little short stuck up ears. I don't know what that was called, but it was a dwarf rabbit, but I'm not sure which one.
Right.
Yeah, so at the time I loved Twilight. So so we called the girl rabbit, which was White Bella. From Twilight, and then my daughter loved what was it called? It was a cake program, and like his name was Buddy. It was American. He's American. Cake. Oh, I can't. Someone will tell us what it's called. And the man who owned the restaurant was called Buddy, and he used to make the most amazing cakes. It was called Cake King or no, Cake Water, no, I can't remember what it was called. You'll tell me what it is because I really can't remember now. So we called the other rabbit, the little black one was called Buddy. Oh, that's Bella and Buddy.
Messaging at home if you've got or had any bunnies and their names, please.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Right, so I haven't finished colouring it, but I just wanted to show you a little bit coloured in and then show you a cut out, and then I'll show you my finished one. So really nice little way to use your stamps and to cut them out, and then you can cut out like these. I mean, how cute. Oh, there we go. There you go. It's so cute, isn't it? Now, once you've coloured it all in, it will look like this one. Whoa, so same thing, but we've just already coloured him in, and all I've done to sort of added a few little dots of the to get sort of texture to his fur. So yeah, that one. And then let me show you this one. Why we've got George is on the camera. Now look how I mean. Isn't she just so cute? She just looks like shy, and I love it, absolutely love it. But then I did think when I put this card together, she almost looks like saying, she's almost like a bit sort of stuck up and saying, what are you doing in that pot?
Yes, yeah, that's true actually, yeah.
So she can mean sort of different things, can't she?
Maybe she's like the sister rabbit who's going to go and dob him into the mum.
Right, now I've cut some of these pages down and I've created, now this is one of the card blanks that you get in your box. Let me just grab one and I'll show you what I've done. So this is your main card blank, so you can see I'll pop that up to there. All I've done is I've cut 1 inch off at the bottom, and then I scored and folded it in half, so to create our gatefold card. And that other piece at the bottom I've used for our Z-fold parts. I've done exactly the same, but we can then turn it round and create a little mini Z-fold card, which we don't tend to do a lot of. We tend to do it with bigger cards, but I thought it was a really nice way of just utilising these. Now, that piece of card has these beautiful borders on it as well. They actually come together. I'm going to find you that sheet of card to show you, because it really is stunning. Look at that. So you get that little border of all your sort of tulips and daisies at the bottom there, which looks lovely. So that's the reason why I thought it would look good as a Z-fold, because I could use these on the base and then these ones on the top.
Love it.
So let's just glue these all into place.
Sherry, Mary, Leslie, Patty, Patricia is saying, Cake Boss.
Cake Boss, that's it, yes. I knew someone would know what it was. I used to love that. I haven't seen that for years. Cake.
Oh, Georgina's thinking you said cape, as in a superhero.
Yeah, my speech is not always, my grammar is not always up there. Yes, Cake Boss. And Buddy was the main cake owner. And,
cake owner?
Cake owner. Well, not cake owner. He was the cake shop owner.
Oh.
And they used to do like the most incredible cakes ever. He did one once before. He did a chandelier, the cake, and they're all edible. He'd done them at big events, and it dropped to the floor and crashed.
You're joking?
No. It was, I've never seen anything like it.
In front of
Right in front of the whole crowded room, yes.
Oh my goodness.
Just too heavy, I think. The suspension on it was just, I mean, it was a magnificent cake, but...
whilst it lasted, bless him. Do you know what? It's a good job that they had a film crew following him around, because otherwise people might not have had time to take photos and stuff of it.
Yes, very true. Very true. But they took it really well, the people that it happened to. So I wonder, he probably didn't charge them, I wouldn't have thought.
Surely not. You can't have cake off the floor. Well, it depends how long it's been on the floor.
But that's talent, isn't it? I mean, that's craft in itself. So let us know if you do cake making and that's your sort of craft, because I think that in itself is amazing craft to have.
Oh, completely. And if you've ever done like a bit of a showstopper, maybe in its look, maybe it looked like something, or maybe it's just something that is absolutely delicious, you know, something a bit quirky, do feel free to let us know. I'd love to be good at baking, but it is a proper science and my mind just doesn't work that way.
Yeah, I would like to be, well, in fact, I think I can bake, I just don't get the chance to do it very often.
Yeah.
So we've done our little Z fold. I mean, how cute does that look? Just creating that little fold. And remember, everything here, apart from the glue, you get in your box. Then we're going to pop this right on the front here. So all I'm going to do is put my tape down at the side and along the bottom to where that's going to stick. So into there, let's put that up a little bit higher and centralise there. And then we're going to have, I've got a little, just from one of the stamp set in there, I've got our Happy Easter, and then I've cut another little bit of coordinating cardstock and got our ribbon here that are already in bows. Plus, I've just stamped and coloured some of the butterflies that are in here as well. So all of these, all your butterflies, embellishments here, your bows, all your little garlands are all in here, which is amazing. And then the style, and then you can colour them in whatever you want to colour them with. And then I did have, right there it is, right in front of me. Not looking very well today, Becky. My little foam pads. Let's pop these on here. And then we're just going to finish off our card with our sentiment and ribbon. And I'm going to slightly, let's put that at an angle. And then we will use this to put our little bow on the top there.
So cute that you get the bows with them.
Yeah, really nice that you get the bows with them. Then we're going to pop this one on the inside. So we can pop that just in here. And then our little rabbit is going to sit just in front there.
Aww.
So very cute. It's like, what are you doing?
Yes.
And then we're going to just put our little butterflies around. So nice, quick and simple. But like I say, all those elements in that little collection. So let's have a butterfly there, We'll have one just there. And there we go. Look at our cute little Easter card. It's just something to have a little bit of fun with, isn't it? And we've never done an Easter collection like this before either, Becky. So that's why it's been proving very popular.
I'm not surprised. It is stunning. And do you know what? Let's be completely honest. You know, we are calling this an Easter collection, but for me, there is so much more to be done with this. You are going to use those stamps if you've got anyone in your family who is an animal lover and has pets, you know, even if someone's like a gardener, that's quite a cute little funny take on a general gardening stamp, isn't it? Also for me, when I'm looking at this, a few things stand out. First off, the embossing folder and the die, that for me is a christening card that you can use any time of year for christenings. And maybe christening cards aren't something that we, you know, see a lot of individual elements before, but for here it is. And also on my paper crafts, I live in Chester, which is just on the border of Wales, and I lived in Wales for many, many years. It's St David's Day on the 1st of March, and St David is the saint of Wales, and the sort of symbol for that time of year is the daffodil. So that's great for St David's Day cards as well. There's absolutely loads in here you're going to have fun with, I am sure. Loads of people loving your card. Tim saying, beautiful card. Kaz is saying, I used to make cakes. I still have all of my cake baking bits and hope to start it back when I finally move house and have a bigger kitchen. Ooh, Kaz, what a treat. Feel free to send us something. If you would like the Easter collection, this is everything you're going to be getting, and it is just $49.99 or $59.95. I will remind you as well that if you did want it with the added extras, you can absolutely treat yourself to that, and that is just for an extra, well, a couple of pounds or a couple of dollars. So you get with that full collection, if you do want it, the Midas, which is like a high shimmer. If you've not seen this before, it's a metallic pigment, and it genuinely does make your stamps, for example, glitter. You also get the Centura Pearl in the baby blue. This is the one with the white back to it. And for free in this collection, you are getting a full set of your aqua pens. This is totally free because it should be $30 or £23. So today you're getting that for free. It's up to you, whichever option speaks to you most. Seize the moment on it now. We, next up, are going to just remind you that we have got so many more goodies, including more demos and more discounts and more treats and some sneaky peeks of some things as well. Whilst we're doing this, we just want to give you the chance to check out those baskets and feel free to throw any questions you wish at Debbie. For now, let's head on into a break. We'll be back with you in a few.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you, and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Draw, decorate, and customize your world with the colorful Spectrum Noir acrylic paint markers. Each premium paint marker gives opaque coverage on ceramic, glass, wood, and let's not forget paper, cardstock, and canvas. These versatile markers are filled with highly pigmented premium water-based paint, offering beautiful, rich, and smooth coverage. The colors can be blended together, and the fast-drying opaque paint is ideal for layering. A 3mm bullet tip offers smooth strokes, and a precision valve mechanism allows rich and consistent flow with no clogging. Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash.
Sorry, we were trying to remember a song then. That one. Yeah. I'm not going to mention why we're doing it though. It's a secret. How are you? Welcome back. It's lovely to be with you. My name is Becky and we've got the lovely Debbie with us. I've also got a sneaky preview coming up for you as well. So if you do want some treats, then you have got them. We've got demos galore coming up with our vintage butterfly, with our wonderful Easter box. But for now, let's give you a sneaky preview of some bags. Now these are extra special. If you've not seen these before, oh my goodness, get ready to fall in love. They're launching in just a couple of days. 2 days before my birthday. These are launching on Softer Side, which is of course on Friday. We have got different styles of bags. These are 3-in-1. You run them through your Gemini. So these are your dies. You run them through your Gemini and you will be able to make bags. Now, if you're brand new to us or you've not seen a Softer Side, you might think, hang on, I see how big this is. So the bags must be tiny. Nope. You simply fold your fabric in half, put them on here, and it comes out to double the size. So you actually get some really big bags with this. So in here, we have got different designs for you. As you can see with your multimedia dies. I've got this design for you too, which I think is really pretty, and you get the small, medium and large within this, and this is your perfect pouches. And then I've got your wash bag wonders as well, great for toiletries and the likes, again in your small, medium and large. Just to give you an idea of the large size, the largest bag on this one, you're looking at 10.5 inches, so it's pretty sizable. So yes, those are launching for you on the 25th, so keep your peepers peeled for those ones. As well as that, I have got an out of this world deal for you, and it is things that make you go, ooh. One of our more popular launches of kind of the last few months, I have got for you a mixed collection of your elements. So I'm going to start off, if I may, with your chinoiserie, and this is your Oriental lanterns. So you're going to get dies in here, but also you are going to get stamps within this. As you can see, you can layer them up, cut them to the side, cut them out completely, it's up to you. I've then got some Nature's Garden chinoiserie. Now, if you can see in here, you've got different sentiments that will sit within the center of these designs. So you've got, for example, bloom where you are planted, which is beautiful maybe for someone going into a new house or a new job, for example. That would be a lovely one. I'm just reaching to grab this because I put it a bit out of reach. I've only got short arms. Let me bring also in here the Let Your Love Grow. This again, lovely mix and match within the collection. You've got your little seed pockets here, but of course you could put cash in there if you wanted to. Then I've got, no, I'm not throwing things on the floor. Oops. I've got for you the Gnome Village in here too. This has been one of our absolute faves in the past. If you do love your lovely gnomes or your fantasy fairies, this is a great one, especially when I add it with your gnome child character. So you can grow these up, you can add them in, you can build scenes if you wish. I've also got in this one for you the Kissing Gate as well. Kissing Gate is part of this too. Got that lovely festive feel. And then there are a couple more elements within this, but they may or may not be the ones I've dropped, including your farmhouses in there that I will bring to you as well. So it's a really big mixture. 113 elements in total, absolutely loads. And we have got that for you at a massive discount because you're saving more than you're spending. So if you do fancy grabbing them, now is your chance. 113 elements within there, including the truck and the farmhouse elements too. So do feel free to grab those ones whilst you can. Have you seen that platinum price? That's pretty epic. We are here today for our launch party of the, well, of lots of things really. We've had the wonderful Easter box, but also we've had the vintage butterflies. Now this vintage butterfly selection is ginormous, as you've seen. It comes with loads of things, including but not limited to double-sided die, very unusual to see in a collection. We've also got within this, the embossing folders. We've also got the cardstock in here, the vellums, and we've got another demo with Debbie. What are we making now?
Yeah, absolutely. So the Monarch, this butterfly is truly amazing. It's a really large butterfly, but you're not just getting that stamp. I mean, the stamp in itself is absolutely, I mean, look at this. This stamp is just insanely beautiful, but you're also getting some dies with them as well. So you're probably thinking that's an odd die. It's not going to cut anything out. It's not a shape. But what it does do is it allows you to create different things with your cards. So if you want to just stamp your butterfly, let's say you want to stamp your butterfly over your side here, and you want to just cut out one of these panels, so you get sort of like a really small card, you can. But what we're going to do is we're going to use our stamp to go in the center of our card. So let's take this away, and then I'm going to bring in my stamping platform as well. So what I'm going to do here, I've just created just a 10-fold card here. I will give you the measurements. So this is just, and the measurements don't really matter. It's 4 3/4 by 7 1/4, as long as it fits your butterfly on it. Okay. So the bottom bit just means how far you want your butterfly to have a base, and I'll explain as we go along. Okay. What you do want to do is to take your butterfly wings to near the top. You want to leave, you can see I'm leaving that little bit of a gap. You can push it up just that little bit more so you can see onto there and leaving that gap. Now it doesn't matter about the size. You can try and get it a little bit straight, but you can always trim off if need be. But actually, I don't think that's too bad. That's quite central. Now I'm going to be bringing in my stamping platform. We're going to pop that onto there, and then we're just going to hold that down with our magnets, just so that all keeps into place. I mean, this would look lovely with for any sort of background that you want to create with it, because it really is a statement piece, isn't it, for a stamp?
Definitely.
So popping it on there. Now what I am going to be bringing in is this Midas Touch, the pigment ink pads. You know how much I love my ink pads. This is the one that you're getting if you go for the cardstock and the pigment in the Easter, so you can mix and match them. What I love about this matches perfectly with the actual designs and cards that we've got in this collection. Gorgeous. The colour tone is just perfect. So all I'm doing is sort of tapping and giving that a little rub onto that surface to make sure that our entire butterfly is covered. What I also love about this is it is a pigment ink pad, which means your colour is going to last. It won't fade because it's a natural source. It also means it's a very wet ink, so it will stay wetter for longer, enabling us to do our heat emboss techniques. So all I'm going to do is run my fingers across. You sort of do a little dance with your fingers going across.
Nice description.
And then, oh, look, we've missed a bit there. So it doesn't matter. You can see that ink's on there, but I'm just going to go back in reapply that ink, and then we can make sure that when we go down here, we just press straight down into the centre, and that's going to give us our perfect butterfly. And even here still, it's still, let me just, I'm feeling like I've got something under there. So that's a no, George. George is talking in my ear and I've not heard of what she was saying there.
You've not heard that Leanne spilt beans and then Craig spilt some beans about a 6x6 inch stamping platform.
Oh.
Magnetic.
No, I haven't heard that story. What's that story?
Oh, that's just the story.
Oh, we don't know it. We don't know what the story is then. They just spilt the beans.
No, Leanne spilt some beans on show. Not literally.
So, okay, now my thickness has just kicked in and I've just realised that they're not talking about real beans.
No,
on a
that's
platform.
why I thought I'd clear that up.
I was thinking, why have they got a stamping platform in the kitchen?
Yeah,
So I thought Leanne must be stamping
But-
in the kitchen.
but
And then as
also-
you said that, I realised that they meant spilt the beans on something new that's coming out.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, loose lips. You don't get them in the kitchen either.
Yeah. I love though how your reaction to it was, no, I've not heard about that. If I'd heard about someone spilling beans, especially Leanne, I'd be like, tell me more.
No, I wasn't even really thinking about it. I'm just like, oh, okay.
That's brilliant.
Spilling the beans on a new platform.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, how do I not know this? I will be having words with our Leanne. Right, so as you know, with anything that you're heat embossing, or maybe you don't know, you might be brand new. I'm using a pigment ink pad. It means it stays wetter. If you put on some clear embossing powder and then use a heat tool to heat it up, it becomes all nice and shiny.
And for anyone who is new, you don't have to use embossing powder, do you?
No, not at all.
But it does look really cool when you do.
What I do love about it, and it also creates a resist, so if you was to do this onto watercolour cardstock, you could then just paint over it, straight over it, and you'd still get that beautiful metallic ink coming out.
And that is one thing that's really special about our Spectrum Noir Midas collection. They are seriously shimmery, shiny, luminous, aren't they?
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. So when I add that to the light, look at that. I mean, that is stunning, isn't it? Absolutely stunning. So that looks beautiful on its own, but actually we can do so much more. So this is where the dyes come into it. So we're going to use both our dyes. Leave this a little bit to cool down, but now I can touch that and that's absolutely fine. We're going to then use our dyes to go over here. I'm going to bring in my low-tack tape, which I did have, and now I've put somewhere safely. There it is, right in front of me again. And then pop that onto the side. Now I'm going to take that up. So by using your stamp right to the top there, you're then going to get that beautiful cut at the side. So I'm going to just pop that into place and then use our other wing to do on the opposite side. So this creates a really different, unusual type of card. Pop that one on and then we can get our Gemini plates and send that through. So nice and easy. Now you can see my card is warping a little bit because I've heated it. All you need to do with that is if you put it overnight or under some heavy books or something, heavy pots and pans, that will just flatten it back out again for you.
Lovely, jubbly.
But you'll find once you start sticking things onto it, it just flattens out anyway.
That's good, that's really handy.
Right, so when we've got that one through, let's take this one out. And then all we're going to do is release our die here. Something stuck onto there. What is that? Must have been already on my plates. And then this side. And then all we're going to do is, using your scissors, we're going to go along this top piece and just cut down any extra piece there. And then along here, cutting down again, you've got just that tiny amount on the top. And then I'm going to grab my guillotine, because when you bring in your guillotine, that's when you then decide where you want to, well, you don't decide, it tells you. So where your actual little, I think we can just see, if I move that there, you can see where the butterfly, where the sides end.
Yes.
All we're going to do is chop that down to there. Oh, caught my top in there.
Oh no! Oh no, you haven't got a hole in it, have you?
No, it was just right on the very end. And then they will come away, and then you've got your beautiful, oh, should have folded that. That's what I did that as well when I was prepping it. Fold it in half and then cut it. And that way you'll actually have your card blank. And then I'm just going to trim these sides in just a little bit. Lovely. That's why I like to have a little bit of a bigger card, because then it just allows you to trim it down to where you want it. So look at that, for a really unusual card, and then you've got your base that stands, which is absolutely, if I turn it that way, you'll be able to see it a bit better. I mean, how beautiful is that? Right, let's do a bit of colouring now. So let's pop our card underneath. I'm going to bring in these two colours. Now, these work beautifully with the vintage range, the vintage butterflies. This one is our antique pink, and this one is our dull green blend. So I'm just going to use this to just do really quickly. We're going to lay down our lightest colour. Now, because, can you see, it's resist. I don't need to worry about going over the lines. And then we can just use our pen to flick that colour through. Nice and easy. I'm just using white stamping card. So I wanted it to give me a good sort of base for my actual card. So just sweep in that out. And then we're going to just sweep back in the lightest colour just to blend that all in beautifully.
Oh, that looks great, doesn't it?
Just, it's such an amazing butterfly. You can see how quickly I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Then I'm just going to go in with the green. And we're going to do the same with that one. So just those little flicks. This one's a bit darker. Just through there. And then again, just shading that back in with the green. And then what I want to do is add this green as well into this centre point. Never feel frightened not to add that extra depth of colour. And then you can go back over that with the pink. And that will all start to tone in. So, and then when you've done all that, as you're doing that, I'm going to bring in my finished one. So here, can you see? Once that's dried, gorgeous. All your pinks and your greens will all blend beautifully. And then I've just stamped a happy birthday at the top here. Now, the other thing which I love doing is if you cut up some, so I'm making some little squares for the inside. So what I've done is on this bit, and if this is quite good opening this up, you can see that my ink from my pens has come through. If you want to cover that, all you have to do is cut another piece of card, use your two side pieces, and then you can just put that behind. But actually, you're not going to see that anyway. But all I've done is I want to create a little sort of panelled effect inside my card. And it's another technique using your inks, because if you just want to have sort of a distressed look but have something a little bit different, just use this around your edges of your card. And then if you go round, all you then need to do is do exactly what you did with the butterfly. So using your embossing, just going to dip that inside and dip that one inside. And then what you'll get is this sort of shiny edged effect, and it's really nice because you get something a little bit different every time. So just using that, just to go around the edges.
Lots of you chatting about cakes after our cake box discussion. Do feel free to let us know if you are into baking, if you've done any showstoppers.
I can't hear you at all, Becky. I didn't want to interrupt, but I can't actually hear what you're saying with that on.
That's all right, I'm not talking to you.
Oh, that's okay. I did think she's probably not even talking to me, but I didn't want you to think I was being rude just in case.
No, I was just saying people could message in, basically.
So look at that around the edges. How nice is that?
Great.
Where you get just a really cool effect around the edges there.
That does look fun.
Right, so let's pop all this into place. Now I've got some that I've already stuck down, so I've stuck them onto, this is all cards, so papers in the stash, cardstock from the stash, and then you've got that beautiful edge all around them, which just adds that little bit of variety. And then all we're going to do is pop these on the inside. So using them around, and then it just creates a really sort of different, unusual background there. So I'm going to use a wet glue for this as well, because we want to have a little bit of wiggle room. Oh, they've been at these glues. Look, they're all half full, which is not a bad thing. So yeah, use a wet glue. That way you get a little bit of wiggle time. So I can just pop these into place to start with, and then you can start manoeuvring them about, because you just have that little bit of extra time. That's the great thing about the having wet glue. And then our last one. So you don't have to sort of fiddle and see where they're going to go. We can just pop these all into place, just making sure that we've got an even amount of space around. So quite happy with that. And then any glue at the edges, that will just rub away. And there we go, we're going to finish it there, and that's our beautiful butterfly card. How stunning is that?
That is really special looking, isn't it? Really
Isn't it amazing?
eye-catching.
Just with one die and stamp that you can create cards like this, which is incredible.
Totally. Thank you so much for showing us that. We've got more demos to come, and we've got some voting on the way as well. Before that though, let me just let you know, thank you very much everyone for all of your messages. We've had people messaging through saying that the specific ones of these that they really love. So someone was talking about the sort of tickets earlier on. Someone mentioned about the charms. I'm going to bring them to you now individually, okay? And I'm going to start off with the vintage butterflies. Remember, you can get all of these as part of the pack, but I'm going to do them individually. I'm going to start with my resin brads. So these ones, if you see, have got really delicate, almost hand-painted butterflies in the centre. Someone mentioned before, actually, that with the charm, saying, it was Lynn saying, I absolutely love the vintage butterfly collection. Everything is fabulous. And apart from all the card that I would like to make, I'm already thinking of making some earrings using the butterfly charms. Such a good point, because all you'd need is a shepherd hook. Pop these on your shepherd hook, and then if you've got your brads, just turn a little loop at the back of it, pop it onto a chain, you've got a bracelet to match. So that's really, really easy to do. So yes, these are your charms that are now on your screen. You're going to get 10 of them in total. These are just 5 different designs of them, but you will get 10 in total. So you could have matching earrings, or you could go a bit quirky and sort of mix and match if you wanted to. As well as that, I'm bringing to you some lace. Now this lace is beautiful. Sometimes when you get lace, it is very translucent, very, very delicate, which actually means it can be likely to tear. I don't know if you can tell this from here, but the fact I put my finger behind it and you can't see that goes to show the sturdiness of this, which is what we want for crafting. So you can dye this, colour this in, make it look however you wish. It is beautiful, and you're getting 2 meters worth of that for $4.99 or $6.95. Let me bring to you the binding ribbon now. Wonderful tactility to this. It's got an elegant glossy sheen, but it's not as kind of in your face as maybe a satin or a velvet. Really wonderful texture to that, and complementary colours to your papers, of course. As well as that, I have got stamps galore. So I'm going to start off, if I may, with your Butterfly Kisses stamp set. Here are all of your lovely sentiments. So this is the stamps themselves. You can see they're photopolymer. That means that you can see through them, you know exactly where you're stamping. It also means they're wonderful and crisp each time. And there's lots of sort of smaller sentiments, such as smile, you got this, or just for you. But then there's also bigger elements here, which is really nice. A little poem there for you, sending you butterfly kisses and more. $7.99 for all of them is great. Then I've got the butterfly stamps. That is the beautiful butterflies, and these are your variety of butterflies. There is nothing stopping you doing the same technique of the kind of resist that Debbie showed us earlier on when you're colouring these in. You can absolutely do that. You could have a little look around and maybe make them a specific style of butterfly as well. And don't forget, because they're individual stamps, this isn't one big stamped board. These are all individual little stamps. You can put as many or as few as you want on whichever pattern you wish. And then got the embossing folder for you next up. So this is your in-flight embossing folder. This one, as you can see, lovely size, will run through your junior and upwards. You've got that wonderful textured detail to it, which adds raise to your paper card designs. Then I have got your perfect papillon. Your papillon, of course, being Spanish for butterfly. You've got the layers here. And this really is opportunity upon opportunity. If you just wanted 3 basic butterflies, they look gorgeous as they are. But as you can see here, layer them up and really the world is your butterfly. You can make these whatever texture, colour, design you so wish. If you have got your chance to do so, it's really pretty. So that is £20 for you, or $24.95. Next up, I'm going to go for the marvellous mariposa. Actually, mariposa is Spanish for butterfly, isn't it? What? Papillon is French, isn't it, for butterfly? I knew that. Mariposa we have here for you. I really like this design. I think it'd go really nice with it. Like, you know, Letters from the Heart has the stamp, sort of stamps, doesn't it? I think this would go great with that. Lovely lattice detail, and the pop-out element to this just adds dimension. So you've got this one as well by itself. Then I've got your opulent edge. So this one, lovely Debbie worked with earlier on her make, used it at an angle, which just added a little zhuzh to the design. It is $16.99 or $19.95. Whoop. Then I've got for you your opulent frame. Again, worked with this earlier on. We've got a nesting die feel to it, but of course, use them alone and they stand out. It almost reminds me of kind of a frame to sort of a mystical mirror, you know, like mirror on the wall, that kind of thing. Really pretty. Now is when we bring in the kaleidoscope of butterflies. This is your double-sided dies. If you've not worked with these ones before, lovely Debbie Fisher did a demonstration with these earlier on, so you are more than welcome to, when the show ends, go back and watch upon that to show you exactly how you can get involved with this one. Then the demonstration that's just taken place with the Monarch, I've got for you here. So the Monarch comes with the stamp, but also the 2-edge dies. So you can cut this out on one side or both sides, as Debbie did earlier on. $14.99 or $16.95, sorry. Then I've got for you the tags and tickets. I think this is just beyond exceptional, super magical. I love them. So you've got lovely tags there that are great for, you know, presents, etc. But also you've got the tickets that have that perforation section. So you could actually make tickets for events, you know, that could be sort of, you know, even just an at-home event. If maybe you wanted like a cinema night, a film night, you could make little pieces like that for maybe invitations. Then I've got for your paper pads. So first off, I've got your 6x6. This is wonderful double-sided designs, as you can see here. Very vintage feel to these. You've got moments of floral within them. Each of them, though, of course, with the design, has those butterflies upon them. Some more spring-like, some more summer, some even, in a strange way, a little bit wintry, which is wonderful. So yeah, plenty of double-sided designs here for you to enjoy. Then I've also got for you, let's pick this up, my 12x12. Now the 12x12 is the same, but obviously in a larger size. Just in case you are new, to give you an idea, this is our 6x6, these are the 12x12. So obviously, if you've got bigger dies or you want to do big impact pages for photo books, etc., then these are definitely ones to think about. Just $14.99 or $19.95 on that one for you. As well as this, I've got some vellum. And the vellum, it's not a million miles different to parchment in its appearance, in the fact that it is translucent. You get one side that is more glossy and smooth, and you can feel that, and the other side itself is more muted hues, and you can feel a slight texture. You can use them either way dependent on what you want, and again, it all ties in together. This is the fabulous thing about Sara Davies signature collections. They work together. $12.99 on that. As well as this, I've got your A4 luxury cardstock, and these are the colours you're getting, and as you can see, double-sided on this one, just to let you know, really wonderful pearl essence. if you do want to get these, and everything I've just shown you is individual. If you spend £50 or $50 on this, say there's 3 things that are talking to you and it comes to £50 or $50, you get 10% discount on it, okay? The website will work it out for you. If you loved everything and you think, Bex, I want all of that, we can do that for you. There are your details on screen right now. And again, you've seen how incredibly affordable these are individually, actually, but if you get the whole deal, you get that extra little sort of, you know, £50 off or $63 off. If you know that you go through paper pads and you want more vellum, you want more of the 12 by 12 and you want more of the A4, I've got another option for you as well, which is now on screen, and you get kind of double those papers that I've mentioned, and you're only paying a little bit more. So if you do want that, then you are saving more overall. That isn't the only treasure that we've got for you today. We've also got that Easter collection too. Easter collection, spring collection, feel how you feel about it. There's plenty in here. The box is absolutely stuffed full of goodies. So if you want everything that is in the box, including all the things you can see on your screen now, your little stencils of your bunnykins, the likes of your fluffy tails, your bows, your envelopes, your wonderful different cardstocks, your patterned paper, which is just so beautiful, complimentary, and of course double-sided. You've got all of those details on your screen right now for card making possibilities to the next level. If you do want to seize the moment, you absolutely can. Let's grab a demo from this, shall we? What make are we making?
Right, so I'm going to do something a little bit different now with this. So we are going to use that Easter egg die again. I love this one, and we're also going to use one of the rabbit designs as well. So first of all, I've took a piece of, this was just a piece of scrap that I used from one of my demos, and I'm just going to layer that on top of another piece of card. So straight over the top. I'm not going to stick these two together, and I'll show you why in a second, but we're going to cut, because it's my Gemini, I know it's going to be able to cut through both pieces at the same time. So let me just pop that into place. Now you can use any papers that you've got in your stash. I thought this would be a nice one. In my demo that I've finished, I've done a completely different one because I thought I'd show you a variation of different ones you can do, and it's a great way of just being able to use all your scrap pieces of card up, because if you're anything like me and Debbie Robinson especially, we're very frugal with our papers, so we keep all these little bits of scrap, and boy do they come in handy when you're doing cards like this. So why I've done that separately is because I want my main egg, take that gently off of there, I want my main egg design, so this piece, but I also then want to cut this rabbit almost like it's running through, so I want to cut it off the edge. So we're going to pop that onto there, and I'm just going to hold that into place. So I'm just going to have his towel off the side of the page, but what I am making sure is that the ear doesn't cut that piece out, because if that ear comes over that bit, that whole piece will be cut out, and I actually want that still in the actual design. So again, just popping that on and running that through. So it's just a nice different way of using your rabbit, but actually using it as an aperture rather than an actual die cut itself. So let's pop that out of there. So that gives us then, just gently peel your low tack tape. Be gentle with that, because you don't want to take your to tear your cardstock, and also maybe just put it onto your sleeve or something to take off a little bit of the stickiness. So that's our two pieces there. Keep this bit as well. So let me pop those to the side. Then what we're going to do is take, I've just got a folded piece of card, another scrap piece of card. Now this time I'm going to take my Easter egg, and we're going to place it on our card, but can you see it goes over the top here? So what we are going to do, I'm going to turn my plate because I'm cutting on the same side. let's just take this one into place as well. And again, because I've got the power of the Gemini, I know that that's going to cut no problem whatsoever through those 2 pieces of cardstock. If you do have another die cutting machine, you might need to just put it through a couple more times for it to just sort of embed down into that. But because I know the pressure of the Gemini, that's going to cut that out, no problem whatsoever. And what that creates is our little card blank. Look, got almost like a little rocking egg.
So cute.
I know, how cute is
What
that?
are those things called? Weeble? No, not weebles.
Yeah, weebles. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down.
That's it, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I'm surprised you know them, Becky, because you're not of the right age to know what a weeble is, I wouldn't have thought, but yes. And the reason I cut another one, because I wanted that piece back at the top, because we've lost that, so we can mat and layer that directly over the top, okay?
Gorgeous.
So that creates our card base. Now, we're going to then pop this all back in, but this time what I am going to use, we're going to bring in our foam on a roll. So bring in that in. Foam on a roll, foam on a roll,
I don't know if you're gonna do it
foam on a roll, foam on a roll. Foam on a roll, hey!
I never know the end
I
of
wasn't
that.
sure if you knew it, Becky, because I wasn't sure if
I just never know the end.
Ah, yeah, it's just a hey. It's a hey.
No, it's not the lyrics I don't know. I mean, let's be completely honest. You know, I know all of the
Well, they're a
words
little
to
bit tough.
Bohemian
They're a little bit
Rhapsody. I
tough.
think I'm okay with foam on a roll.
Right, so all I'm doing is using this for the inside, just to give this a little bit of height and just to add that interest, and also just creating that bit of a shadow as well. So popping that all on, we can then take that all away. And because I've just used that one piece all the way round, I can just peel that whole piece off. I love the way it's quite manipulating. You can just turn it to all the nooks and crevices there. So taking off that next, oh, there's always one bit that doesn't want to come away, so let me use my pokey tool.
Ooh, Eleanor says, I've gotten this Easter box. I really love it. I'm
Yeah, me
really
too.
thinking about getting another one to have for next Easter.
Oh,
I'm
brilliant
so
idea.
glad Sarah had made it for an Easter collection this year. I love Easter. Oh, Eleanor, that's so lovely.
It is so lovely, and actually it's not until you start using it and seeing all the different things that you can do with it, you can understand why people would like, why have I got 2 here? Oh, it's because I already had one cut out. I'm thinking, why have I got 2? So I'm just going to hold this. Now, because I've put this on foam, I want to make sure that I get this right on top. So we're just going to hover that over so I can get to that perfect piece all the way round. There we go. So that creates our little aperture there. So it looks like our
Cute.
bunny is in the actual, this is why I use this one, because it looks like our bunny's in the tulips.
Yeah.
So popping that in there like so. Now, when you put this onto your card, because we've used foam on this side, what will happen, and I will show you. So let's just glue this onto the back. What will happen is it becomes a little bit top heavy.
Okay, I see. So just to let you know, if you want all-purpose glue, we do have a glue deal on at the moment that comes with 2 of those, so you can grab that.
Well, that's good. Yeah, it's amazing. Right, so popping it on here. It's the best glue if you want that wiggle room, especially with something like this, because you want to get it dead on the actual side. And then this bit here, what's brilliant, if I take that away, that just sort of curls up into sort of little just rubbery balls.
Yeah.
So you can just rub that away, and you don't it doesn't leave any marks on your actual design.
That's great.
But yes, if I turn this round, look, and stand this up. Oh, it stood up. Do you know what? When I done it, when I was demoing it, because it does act as a rocker card.
Oh,
look.
it's so
But it made it a bit top heavy. But obviously
it
this.
slid down.
Oh, I know why. It's because I haven't put. So So the other things that I've done is I've put then. I wanted to put a little a sentiment on. So have an excellent day, or Easter, should I say? Excellent
so
Easter. So we're going to pop this into place. So all these things then make it then that little bit top heavy. I was wondering why it hadn't done that when it did when I was demoing it. So we're going to just pop that onto the top here. So just using that along the side onto there.
Oh.
So then when you, it probably still won't do it, will it, Becky? No, that's...
Nah,
Yeah, see, that's what happens, see. So it makes it, if it's opened a bit more, it's okay. But what I did do is using that rabbit that we cut out, so using your actual rabbit, what I've done is I've created like a little mini topper. So this one's quite thick, so I've put about 2 or 3 layers of the rabbit on there. And then we can pop our rabbit back on here. I've got a different one here. Oh no, it wouldn't matter, would it? It'd be the same one, wouldn't it? Not that it matters, that's the one. Not that it matters at all, because it's all the same shape. So let's pop this one on. And then what we're going to do with this is pop it onto the inside of our card. And then that balances it all out. Now, what I liked about this is having it the same as the front one. It then just marries up onto the inside. So let's pop that one on. Then I'm just going to use my scissors to go around that piece. And then that will fit perfectly on the inside. So when you open them up, you'll have your little rabbit that looks like it's coming on the inside. How cute is that?
That's adorable.
It's really lovely, isn't it? So I've made 2 of these now. So I'm going to give these to my little granddaughters for Easter with their little Easter egg. So popping that on the inside. I've just got a little bow here. And this bow, what I do want to do, I wonder if I can trim my little pad down just to put onto this bow, because I want to put it onto the inside so it looks like our little bunny rabbit has a little bow tie.
Oh, no, everybody loves a dapper bunny.
Absolutely. So we can pop that in. Look at that, see, little one in there. So if I bring that one in so you can see it, and then I'm going to bring this one in. I've done a little bit different. I cut another one out and put it so it was like our kissing bunny on the side. And I just used a gel pen just to go round the edges of that. So 2 very similar cards, but they're... I'm going to try and get them to rock at the same time. And can you see we've actually put a little rabbit's towel onto that one as well. So, and there you go. How cute is that? That you can make these little Easter cards, and you could make loads of them with that. I mean, that's just that one die.
Yeah.
I mean, that Easter egg die is going to, honestly, for me, that's worth every penny of this box, because you're going to do so much with that die.
I love it. Thank you so much. How adorable is that? If you would like this box, I have got the collection for you. Just as a reminder, you are getting oodles in here. So you're going to be getting everything I'm showing you now. You're getting envelopes that fit your cards. You're getting your stencils that you can make little buntings with if you want. You get all of your adornments like your bunny flubby tails. And you're getting the bows already tied. You're getting your twines. I'm getting an embossing folder in this, which, remember, great for Easter, but also christenings or weddings. Then I've got for you your special card pad, which has got that lovely sheen to it. And of course, you know, you've got the slightly more mattified side, complementary colours. Look at all of the stamps you're getting. You've got absolutely oodles here. So we've got Easter eggs. We've got ones that go with like your little sheep, which is thinking of you this Easter. Isn't that adorable? I don't know. What does that? Oh, hippity hoppity. Oh, I get it. Hippity hoppity. So you've got those ones too. But as you can see, there's actually extras on here that we haven't even managed to fit on here. That's how many you've got there. Then I've got for you some of the extras, your little details. I love this, your little bunny ears. They'd be really cute to stick on top of a photograph, wouldn't they? Again, plenty of dies. And then you've got all of your paper pads as well, which again, you can see are double-sided. So really pretty different designs on these. We used that one earlier on, didn't we? And then you get your scenic ones as well, which again have got real personality to them. So if you do love this collection, grab the box whilst it's available. And it is, as you can see, $49.99 or $59.95. If you did want an option whereby you spend a couple more pounds or dollars, then may I suggest you get the second option, because with the second option you're going to be getting something for free, and it's something pretty cool. So with this collection you're getting all of that I've just shown, but you also get the Midas blush. This is what Debbie did a demo with earlier on. Please remember, if you head on over to our page, you can like the video today and then you can watch it back at any point. I've then got for you your baby pink. This is your Centura Pearl. And then for free, you're going to get a full set of brand new, as in, you know, they're new for you, 12-piece double-sided aqua pens, and this is your floral colour palette for you. So you have got loads of different colours in here. You can see them there at the front. That is free. So it's up to you which option you go for. Obviously, make the decision whichever is best for you. But if you do like to have the extras, this is your option. And again, it comes with all of those extra elements with the box. Now we have got for you a little bit of an opportunity to treat yourself to a little checkout on the web. If there's anything you fancy, go and have a lookaroo. For now though, whilst you're doing that, have a little watch of this.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing.
Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Quick Buy. All your crafting must-haves in a flash. Make light work of intricate and delicate die-cutting designs with the Pokey Tool from Crafters Companion. An absolute essential part of any paper crafter's kit, its precise tip has been designed to release the tiniest pieces to reveal your finished results with absolute precision. And to make sure your finished project is perfect, each Pokey Tool has a rubber tip protector, so there's no risk of damaging your die-cutting design or yourself. The Crafters Companion Pokey Tool is such an essential craft item, we've included 2 in each set. Quick Buy. Get yours now.
Good evening or good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are. Lovely to be with you. We are in our launch party and I've got a sneaky little preview for you. Who loves bags, carrying elements, storage savers, and quite frankly, things you might want to take on your jolly bobs? If you do, let me give you a sneak look at something launching this Friday. It is our wonderful Crafters Companion craft storage cases. Now this, not only can you tell it's us all over because of, well, our little sounds, but also the colour It is exceptional for many, many different things. Of course, if you're a crafter, you will have lots of elements that you wish to craft with. But let me ask you this, do you have any jewellery? Do you have any toiletries? Do you have any garage space whereby you need to keep things? Do you stay away from home sometimes, whether that's working for, you know, you work and you have to stay at hotels, or if you go to a caravan, or maybe you've got some holidays booked that you fancy taking something. If you answered yes to any of those and about 1,000 others, this is definitely for you, because not only is it a handy little carry bag with a separate pocket at the front, it opens up and opens up, and as you can see, opens up again. You can then pop that on the back of a door. You've got all of these different pockets for you, some of them opaque, some of them translucent, transparent even, and some of them detachable. So this pocket that you've got here at the base, you can actually take away, I won't do it now just because I'll lose it, but you can actually take that off entirely, so that's just your own little carry bag, so you can use that however you wish. These are fabulous, and you're getting it in 2 different designs. So you've got this one, you've also got this design as well. So they're launching on Friday. Keep your peepers peeled for them, because they're really going to be rather handy. And obviously, you know, maybe you want to get one for yourself, one for a friend. Perfect, aren't they, together? Really cutesy. Nice and sturdy too. So up to you which one or 2 you go for, but do remember to treat yourself to those on Friday. Whilst we are here, let me remind you, we have got the vintage butterfly today, and we've also got the Easter treats. This launched just yesterday and it has already been popular. There are dies in here, there are stamps in here, there are double-sided dies in here. There's vellum, embossing, there's, you know, A4 card, there's 12 by 12 card paper stock. There's absolutely oodles in this. If you do fancy grabbing it today, there's a number of different options. The whole collection is available on your screen right now. There is an extra collection as well, which comes with more of the A4, more of the 12 by 12, and more of the vellum, which is also available too. If you did want to treat yourself to that, that is now on screen. You have got a bigger saving on that. I would say that if you don't really go through your paper or cardstock that quick, probably go for option A. But if you love this cardstock and paper stock, you use it a lot, go for option B, which is currently on your screen. So it's absolutely up to you. We have got the wonderful Debbie Fisher in with us today, and you've got another demo, haven't you?
Always demo time.
Always.
Yeah, this, you know what, it's one of those collections that once you get it home, I guarantee you'll be just crafting and crafting and crafting, because the ideas just flow. You'll start making something and then you'll think of something else, and then something else will follow on from that, and you've got every single element, if you're going for that full collection, to use throughout your crafting, which is amazing. Right, I'm going to be using that Mariposa die, which is the Marvelous Mariposa. It's a gorgeous die. I love this stamp die. I love the frame of it. It means that we can do so many different things with it, and I'm going to do a similar thing that we did with just that egg card. We're going to actually make our card base with this one. So all you have to do is have an A4 piece of card folded in half, and then we're going to pop this across the top. All I need to make sure is that when we're placing this across the top, the flat edge pieces go above the actual score line. You don't want them to cut into that score line. And then I'm going to just use some tape to tape that down each side. Now again, because I have the Gemini, I know that this is going to cut beautifully through this, no problem whatsoever. If you do have another die cutting machine, it wouldn't be a problem. You just might need to put it through a couple more times, that's all. So let's pop that through onto our plate and then through our Gemini machine. That feels, I feel like a bit light. No, that is right. It felt like my platforms were a bit light, which was weird. I thought I was missing one, but I'm not. They're just, they're very light today for some reason.
Oh, have you been working out?
You know what? No, I haven't actually. And I've got a poorly arm.
Oh,
but only, well, I should call it a crafter's elbow, because they call it a tennis elbow, don't they?
Right, yes, that's true.
But I decided to call it a crafter's elbow. Yeah. Right, so that's cut that one through. Just give that a little bit of a wiggle to take out that tape, and then that gives us, so all these little pieces at the top will pop out And that gives us, look at this, I love that you can make your own little card blanks with that because it's at the front, so it stands beautifully. So that's our card blank. Then we need on top of that for our piece to go over the top. So again, it's sort of covering all your workings and creating that main section again. I'm losing all my little pieces. I thought one just went. There it is, I can see it, so I'm going to pick it up straight away. I'm using my little brads on here, that's what's flying away. Right, then we're going to cut this out of our lilac. Now this one is in your card pack. I've also got some of that beautiful rainbow mirror card, and I've also got a white piece of card. Now we're going to use this middle section. Now what's great about this die is you are getting 2 parts to this. You're getting 3 parts in the main die. This will cut just into your card. So let's say I wanted to cut that straight through the center of that card and have that as a freestanding card. That won't cut it out. But if I want it as a panel, which I do, we're going to place that over our white piece of card, then place our edge down. And then again, I'm going to take this. I'm just going to make sure that I've got the same amount of room around each part of the die, so it creates that frame. So it doesn't have to be perfect, so you can just do it by eye, and you just got sort of the right amount of increment around that edge, and then we can send those through as well.
Perfect. Oh, our lovely Michelle's in saying, hi Debbie, Becky and Social Superstar. Looking beautiful, ladies, as always.
Oh, thank you very much.
Says, is it just me who absolutely, completely, totally needs these bags? Probably not, Michelle. I can imagine you coming in here with all of them from each arm with all your crafty goodies in.
Absolutely, they're amazing.
They really are.
I think I'm going to have one for everyone. I'm going to have one for my holiday, one for my craft kit. They're just so handy, aren't they?
Yeah, they're fab, they really are.
I'm actually even thinking, over the back of my kitchen door, I could put all my washing tablets, dishwashing tablets.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
All them in there.
Yeah.
Right, so let's take this one out, and then we're just going to cut one more. So taking these out, you can see that comes out no problem whatsoever. And then let's cut this out of here. So again, if I left I don't need to worry about that because, and I'll show you in a second, I'm just going to hold that down onto there. But let's send this one through because I don't particularly want the whole image of the silver one. I just wanted to use elements of it because when I first see this die, what it reminded me of was broken window panes. Ooh. So I thought, I wonder if I use mirror card and we paper piece some of the elements back in, it would give that sort of glassy, sparkle glassy edge.
That's such a good idea, yeah.
So let's take that one out. So I'm going to leave that one on there for the time being, and then we're going to bring in our main card here. So firstly, let's pop so we're making sure, I'm going to do it as a temp fold. You could do it either way, it doesn't matter which way you do it. And then we're just going to use this to go onto the back of our card. So let's just pop our glue onto here, and then stick this all into place.
Wonderful. Joy is saying, oh, I love what Debbie is doing here. Thanks, Debbie. You would not have thought to do this.
I know, it's great. It's something, I worry I bore people because I always love to make my own card blanks, especially out of outside edge dies. They just give you something that little bit different. So we think about all our mats and layers, but actually being able to make your main card die out of them, that's why I love all our shaped card bases that we do. I absolutely adore them.
Yeah.
So once we've done that, we've then got our silver one, and then I want to stick this into place as well, but I want to have my wings coming out. So what I always do, when you bend them over, it's easier then to actually, the other way, because I want to stick the back, bring them back to the foreground, and then that way, let's bring this in. I'm using my dotty tape pen. You can use your precision glue bottle, but if you move your wings away, it stops you from sticking them down. So just doing it all the way around.
Actually, no, you're not going to catch them then.
Exactly, yes.
Great
So
tip.
you don't have to be so careful. And then we're going to do it on the opposite side. And then just go around all those elements. And then you can make sure that that's all stuck down. Now obviously if you're using a sticker machine, you're not going to be able to not stick the back of them down. So I would suggest using your intricate glue bottle, your fine tip nozzle glue bottle, or using your dotty tape pen. And we will get them back into stock soon. So I'm just making sure my card is the right way up. I'm going to do this slightly at an angle. So I'm going to just move it round, just because we can, just because we can make it that little bit different.
Yeah.
And just have that sort of jaunty angle there. Then the other thing I'm going to do is bring in my pokey tool, and where these are, we're going to pop our, so just be careful on the back. If you've got our foam like block that you use our flower forming foam on,
yes,
you could use that. But I'm just literally going to put onto these edges my, just going through with my pokey tool. I'm just making sure my fingers aren't in the way. Just poking that through onto each one of these. It doesn't have to be perfect, it's just nice that then we can add these extra brads. So it almost looks like that postcard that we've stuck those elements onto. Now what you can also do if you wanted to is just when you've cut yourself another one, so I've got one here, you could stick that then onto the back on the inside, and that would hide all your little workings, so you don't have to worry about them being shown. That's if you want to, I'm sure no one would actually mind them sticking out there. And then we'll just do these other ones onto there, and one more. And then what I like to do when you put your brads on, if anyone's not used brads before, all you need to do is to secure them in, is if you turn that over and push them down, they will actually just all fasten into place, and they're completely flat then on your actual card. So straight away we're giving that a completely different look. Then what we want to do is use some of these paper piecing elements. So let's bring this one over, and then we can just, I'm just going to lift this up. So taking that out, there we go, which is done. Looks rather lovely, doesn't it?
Oh, rather.
Right, now I am going to, let me grab, where's Gloria? Let's find
Gloria!
There she is. Right, so now I'm going to use my little precision bottle. So this one's really handy. It's just got my tacky glue in. I'm going to fill these bits here. Now you can see I'm not going to take the glue right to the edge. What I am going to do is just put a little bit of glue into that point there, and then we can take out, so just use your pokey tool to take those pieces out, and then we can stick them back in. So, but what this is doing is it's creating that panel underneath. So when your wings come out, you'll see like in different lights,
yeah, I see.
this coming out. So, and then what we're also going to do, we're just going to do a few of these. So let's just do these top parts here. And then we're going to use some of the little squares around, and that's where I then thought, oh, it looks like sort of glass panes.
That's really clever. For anyone who is new, because obviously you've popped on kind of like 6 dots of your tacky glue there.
Yep.
You have got some time to work with tacky glue, haven't you?
In fact, Becky, tacky glue, you have a lot of time. I say a lot of time. Tacky glue, you want to let it dry a little bit because that's what makes it go tacky. So you actually want to leave it, I would say 30 seconds to a minute to let it go tacky. And then it just sticks beautifully.
It's a bit like with your false eyelashes, isn't it, Debbie?
I don't use false eyelashes.
Right.
Only because I can't see where I'm putting them on.
Oh, right, yes.
Because I need glasses. I don't know how people do it.
Right.
I suppose you need a magnifying mirror. But when I've tried, I just can't do them. I can't
get
put
on board
them
with
on.
them.
Yeah, no. Can't do them.
Well, when you do your lashes, you put your lash glue on, and then you've got to wait like a minute before you go anywhere near your face.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise,
like that?
Otherwise they end up like eyebrows.
So what I'm doing here, Becky, is I'm just randomly putting some glue on any of the squares, and I'm trying to keep the square ones. Then it doesn't matter which square ones you took. Although I have done, oh look, typical. Oh no, it's this one I think. I have done one which is on the end there. So if you're good and you like to not worry about where it's coming from, but actually if you just do the square ones, they will, it doesn't matter what square ones you use, they will all fit in another square one.
That's
if
a
that
good
makes
tip.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
So just popping these all back in. But this is such a nice way to do it. And if you can get hold of, we might even have some rainbow mirror on the web. It's a really nice one because it catches the light just beautifully. So just keep paper piecing those
We will have a
pieces
little
in.
look online for you now, see if we've got any of the mirror. But one thing I will mention is that we have got Tenner Tuesday on, sorry, let me say that, less northern. Not that there's anything wrong with that, it's just in your America it will be like, sorry, what? £10 or $10 Tuesday. And what that means is if you go onto our website, on the homepage, you'll see the banner at the top. Give it a click, and there are loads of deals on there that are £10 or $10. There shouldn't be, but there's loads of things that today and today alone are, such as sticker makers, but also lovely, different, unusual card and paper stock. So it might be worth having a nosy over there as well.
So when you move it, look at that. I know. How amazing does that look?
Cool.
I mean, and very little effort to just put a bit
Love
extra in there so you shine them, they look amazing. So really worth doing that little bit. And then all I've got, Becky, what I've done is cut that butterfly out again and just trimmed that out so nice and easy, just for a coordinating colour really, and to bring, because our little gems, our little brads there have got green in them. So just to bring that green in, we're going to pop that right just down into the centre and add that butterfly over the top.
Lovely.
And because it's the same butterfly, it will match perfectly. So just twisting that around a little bit. There we go. Hold that down just for a few seconds to let the tacky glue take hold. And then all I've got is a little bow, which we're going to pop into place. Let's just do that. Where shall we put our bow? I'm not sure if it actually needs a bow, but I do love adding a little bow. So I am a bit of a bow person. There we go. Won't be defeated by the bow. And then also what I'm going to do, Becky, and another little tip, if you want to, you could put your Kalau 3D glue gel underneath. And all that will do is help hold it out into place. So I'm just going to curl these wings so it looks like our butterfly is flying out of the page. And there we go. It's turned that round. And there we go. We've got, look at that, for that sparkle in the background. Absolutely stunning. And just something that little bit different to use those dies with.
I love it. Isn't that really cool? Fab that you've made your own base as well. I think that's really good fun. Thanks for showing us that. If you want to recreate it, you can if you get the entire collezione, of which I will show you some elements now. Just as a quick reminder, there's two main options for this, but if anything does speak to you, there's also, you can buy things individually too, so if you do need to stock up. So I've got in here your Sara Signature Vintage Butterfly collection, your binding ribbon, your resin brads, I've got the charms. These are just 5 of them. You actually get 10. You're getting 2 of each. 2 meters worth of your lace, which you can dye and colour in as you wish. We've got some wonderful sentiments here as well. And there's one that's done on this card, which I just think is so beautiful. But this sentiment is really something very, very special. If you do love your butterfly stamps. As well as that, I've got for you actual butterflies that you can use. And if I just show you on this sample here, which uses the double-sided dies that I've got for you amongst others, you can see it's just been stamped on there, one of them, to a little tag. That in itself lifts it, doesn't it? Really cutesy. But also, because these are all individual, great for making your own backgrounds as well. I'm bringing to you some texture now, and this texture is coming in the form of your embossing folder. I've also got the double-sided die. Now this, I've also got your individual cutout designs that you stack up. This is what wonderful Debbie worked with before. I just wanted to show you on this card design again. Look, although we've used the same cardstock, the same pad that you get within this, just by changing out, the purple's the only one, the purple and green are the only one that's different in this, but they look like completely different characters, don't they? Goes to show the versatility depending on what colours you use. This is the one that Debbie's just worked with here now, which has got the pop-out element to it and the borders, of course. 3 dies in that collection. I've got your edge as well that Debbie used earlier on at an angle on one of our pieces. If you would like to have a look at those, feel free to like and save this show. We've got the border details in here, and again, just to show you, they've been used in the background here of the butterfly. It ties it in really nicely, very opulent. We've got your double-sided die here. So this is a die, you'll see you want your double-sided plates, but one side will cut out one and then flip it over and that side will cut out the other. You can use them individually or you can layer them up for extra kapow. I've got for you the Monarch as well. Debbie did a demo with this one earlier on too with her own standout card. Nice big stamp there. Then one of our favourites, everyone's talking about the tickets and tags. I adore this. You're getting lovely tags, which are great, of course, including ones that have little stitch edge to them. But really, the ones that look like sort of, you know, paper stubs or your sort of tickets for maybe, you know, cinemas or special events. Really lovely if you wanted to create something for, oh yeah, date night, that's a nice idea. Yeah, lovely idea. Cinema nights, you could make little funny ones, couldn't you? And then these are the papers that you're getting. So these ones here's your 6x6, and again, lovely double-sided designs in here. As you can see, loads of them to enjoy. I've got your complimentary A4s as well, which have the opulent sheen to them. These are your luxury double-siders. Then I've got vellum, and it all mimics, as you can see. This is the great thing about these collections. Wonderful translucent vellums giving you a really romantic feel. I love this one. It's got those lovely purples. And then a 12x12 pad as well that fits all into this. So you can seize the moment on those ones if you so wish. Now, just to give you an idea, again, gorgeous cards that you could be making, tying in all of the little adornments such as the charms that you get with it as well. There's plenty, I've just hit my mic, I apologise. There's plenty that you can do with these, so do feel free to seize the moment on those ones. If you want extras, so you want one of these extra, one of these extra, and one of these extra, there is another opportunity for you. Get everything and just one of those each extra and you're saving more basically. So if you go through things like this often, this could be a good option for you. But again, choose what's right for you. So if you do want them, you're going to double up on these basically. So there's that as an option. We have also got for you the chance to get some pigment ink pads. Now these pigment ink pads have been popped together so that they work perfectly alongside the colour palette in your vintage butterfly. So these ones are our opaque pigments. And I'll run through the colours we've got. So you've got your straw bale. Again, you've seen already, we've got those colours perfectly sort of complementary within this. I've got your pale fig in here, which goes wonderfully with, well, the pale fig colours you get in your papers. We've got a green topaz in here, matches those papers. Your Friar brown, which helps with that sort of vintage feel. And then your spring meadow I've got for you as well in here. All of those in there together, you're getting the set of 5 and you're saving yourself 20% if you grab them all total. We haven't just focused on the wonderful vintage designs, we've also been looking at our Easter box as well. Sara Signature Easter box with a whopping 180 elements within here. We've got papers, we've got embossing folders, we've got little tiny bunny tails, bows, stencils and so much more. Everything you see on your screen right now, just $49.99 or $59.95. If you're platinum, which by the way is a free club to be in, you are paying just $39.99 or $47.96, which is incredible. So if you do, if you are part of the club, then you can treat yourself. Shall we head on over and see the types of things we can make with the lovely Debbie with this collection?
Yeah, absolutely. It is a beautiful collection. It is something that's going to just go sort of year after year. And like Becky said earlier, you had a really good point, Becky, about all the sorts of elements that you can use throughout the year as well. I think these are great for the kids, especially when you've got all these really cute. So even just your bunny rabbits, having your chicks on here, there's always something really nice about that as well. The wreath is going to last you sort of all throughout the year. It's amazing. And the little lamb as well, which is just beautiful. You're getting then those dies as well. So we're going to use that little lamb. So we've got the little lamb die and the stamp. I'm going to use this cross as well, and we're going to show you how we use it in conjunction with the embossing folder as well. So bringing in that embossing folder, let's pop those to the side. Now, I'm going to use a piece of card out of here, which is an unusual one, but we're going to use a darker piece of card, and we're going to use this to emboss. Now, to emboss it, it doesn't matter because our card is it's double-sided. If you are using a piece of card, say for instance it might be pink on one side, white on the other, just make sure you know which way round your embossing is going to be, because we tend to think sometimes where the writing is the front, but this time it's quite self-explanatory. You've got your cross pictured on the front in the red, and I'm just gonna, and I haven't done this to size, I've just put a piece of card in that I can put inside to do that. So let's run this through. And Georgia's made a really good point there. Is she said she's never seen a cross embossing folder, and I have to say, nor have I, George. I've never seen that. So yeah, quite a nice one to have in the stash. Now for your 2D embossing folder, just your regular embossing folder, you just need your top and your bottom cutting mat. So we're just going to have those and run that through our Gemini. So nice and easy. If you've got your Gemini MIDI, you will just need to add your purple shim in with it and send it through your MIDI, no problem whatsoever. So nice and quick, gives us that beautiful embossing that we can see there. But actually I want to enhance that a little bit more. So I'm going to be bringing in our gilding waxes. I love gilding waxes, and sometimes we don't think about being able to use them on our normal cardstock like this, or paper really, because this isn't a thick weight cardstock, so it's a really nice one to use. What you do need is a very steady, not steady hand, you need a very light touch, that's what you actually need. And I'm also going to be bringing in a piece of card just to go onto as well. Okay. And this really helps with not putting too much pressure down. So all I'm going to do is start with these little dots, and as soon as you start to feel the dots, I'm not worried that it's going on the edge there, because what we're going to do is we're going to trim that off. But all you're going to do is go down all of this side here, but you'll just want to pick up those dots on the side. Once you've then got the feel for them, you can start just rubbing a little bit harder, so you can see we're getting that gold coming out on the side.
Is it King Gold that you've got there?
It is King Gold,
Ooh,
yes.
We've got that on show if you fancy it. Head to the web.
Now this is great. Now definitely do this, and I'll show you why in a second. With the silver, by the way. Can be a little bit more heavier with this one, because although you don't want to, anyone that's not seen our gilding waxes before, when you pick it up, can you see you get sort of a bit of a splodge on your finger? You don't want to then go down with that. You want to actually take that off, and then you want to then use your finger to pop that down into place. So you just go over all that embossing all around the edge, and you can see how well it just goes on and looks really effective. Once you've done that, you're going to trim to these ones. So I'm going to bring this one in, and then you're going to have your cross with your trimmed edges at the side. So it works really beautiful, and especially on darker cardstock. I'm not going to use that, so I'm just going to use my finger to get that off. What you'll find, I mean, anyone that's not heard of our gilding waxes as well, they're from a company called Pebeo, and they are French. and they were made for furniture, so wood furniture, anything like that. So if you've got photo frames that you want to distress or want to add that little bit of glitz, these are amazing for that.
And they last for ages, don't they?
They do last for ages, absolutely. Right, now we're going to cut the cross. So let's bring in, that's my cut. So our card bases, the embossing folder fits perfectly on the top of our card bases. So everything's done for you. Then we're going to cut this one out. So let's pop that through and send that through our Gemini. So just like so. And then send that one through. Oh, there we go. Oh, I've just realised I'm going to stop that and reverse that, I think. Just because I've used my bigger plates and not my smaller ones. So let's stick this into place to start with. So again, just using tape pen for quickness. And then making sure we've got all of that piece. And then stick that to the front of our card. So nice and easy. And the cards are literally designed for, I'm going to go in the inside just so I don't get my fingers caught. Oh, I didn't tell you either. If you use a piece of kitchen towel, let me just grab a little piece. If you buff it, it gets shinier. So as you buff that, not only does that, look at that, the shine coming on there. Let me just move that, look.
Great, isn't it?
I mean, it makes such a massive difference to give that a shine. And then what it actually does is it then stops it transferring. So now that won't transfer onto my hand at all. So it stops it going anywhere by shining it. But you get that amazing shine on there, which is beautiful.
Lovely.
So once we've done that, where's our cross? Let's get our cross out. There we go. I love this cross. The detail in this is amazing. You even get, so this piece in the middle, which is why I wanted to do this, that's your cross that comes out of the middle. So you can use that into a paper piece with another one.
Oh, great idea.
But this, what this actually does, when that comes out, when you put it on the top, all those pieces that we've embossed come through the centre. So all those gold, you've got gold little dots now that go round.
Cool.
And then you've got your gold cross in the centre. So it is very clever. It's been just so well designed.
Yeah.
So let's pop that into place. And again, using my dotty tape pen, so I know that'll just stick to where we need that to go. Coming down. And then we can stick that on top of our cross. I mean, obviously you don't need to, but I think it's quite nice to highlight that cross. And that goes directly in that centre. So just running that round. And what I love about that is not only do you get those beautiful dots in the centre, but you also get that edging that goes all the way around it as well.
Special.
So just going to make sure that that's gone right down into there. So if you want a really traditional Easter card, I mean, how pretty is that? It's just beautiful, isn't it? But we are going to make it a little bit more fun. So let's bring in our little U stamp and, or a little lamb. It's not a U, is it a U? Oh, I don't know. Would you
could
call
be
it
a U.
Yeah, it could if it's just a female, isn't it?
Yeah, use female, so it could be a female lamb.
Yes, so it definitely could be a U, but our little lamb. So I'm just using my rocker blocks just to stamp him up. And then all I'm going to do is rock from heel to toe, and then we've got our little lamb.
And
How
he is
cute.
adorable.
Very, very cute.
Oh, look at her.
And then all I'm going to, I mean, it's so simple to colour your lamb in because he doesn't really need that much. I'm taking my ice grey and I'm just going to go round his face. You don't need a lot at all. I'm just going to come over there just to frame his face and sort of down his nose.
Oh, Joy's message saying, Debbie, you are knocking it out of the park today as usual. So true, couldn't agree more.
Oh, thank you.
Lovely.
I've just liked, you know what, it's the collections. It's just such lovely collections to have.
Oh.
So just doing that, and then we're going to use our darker one to do his little feet. little hooves, do they call them hooves?
Yeah. Cute.
Around there. And then we're just going to use our pink. Well, it's our antique pink, but we'll do that just to colour his little ears in. Add a little bit on his cheeks. Just going to blend that in with my grey.
Oh, it just does make them come to life, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, and so easy. And then what I love about the dies in this collection, I do love an outline die. I always call them outline dies because you can actually see around the outline of them. So you just take that to your lamp, making sure you've just got that same amount all the way round, and then we can literally pop him on there and send him through our machine. I mean, obviously, if you've got the Gemini Mini, most of these dies will fit through there, but they will fit. So really, I think apart from the egg, all the dies will fit through the Gemini Mini. So that's not bad. So if you've got any of our die cutting machines up, it's no problem whatsoever.
Ooh, Terry is saying this will be perfect for my granddaughter's first communion in April.
Oh,
yes.
perfect.
Communion,
Absolutely.
Christmas,
I think to have this,
brilliant.
Yeah, have this die and your embossing folder is absolutely beautiful. So what I've got here is thinking of you this Easter. So we're just going to pop that on and just create our little card. And then just for a pop of colour, because I do love to add a little bit of colour, we'll pop that up there. We'll just pop our little lamb onto here. And then I've just got some little butterflies, and I've just done these because I do love a pop of colour. So we'll have our little lamb at the base here. And then I've just got these butterflies, which we can just put around our card. But how pretty and so simply stunning, because of the simplicity, I think, of this embossing folder and die. And the great thing is, if you bought the collection yesterday, you'll get lots more ideas from today, because me and Debbie have sort of different styles, which is nice. So, and you can just get more of your own ideas as well. Let's have one more, just going down here. And there we go. How cute is our little U card?
Oh, that is so unique. No, but it really is, though, isn't it? It's really different and beautiful.
Absolutely, yeah.
Great. If you want something unique, different, you've got to grab it. So many people absolutely doing this. Dana said, I'm so excited to get this collection. I just love the colours and the cross. It will make beautiful cards. Completely. Joy's saying this is beautiful for communions, baptisms, etc. Completely. Definitely. There's absolutely loads you could do with this. Just as a reminder, it's 180 elements within this box collection if you would like to grab it. If you would like it with added extras, there is an option for that as well. Whereby you can get your Spectrum Noir Midas in blush. Debbie used this earlier. You also get baby pink Cintura Pearl in the A4 size. And for free, you're getting your aqua pens, 12 colours, and it's the floral selection. So it's well worth it if you need those added extras to go for that one, I would say. Okay, we have got a very special craft kit on show as well. If you are new and you want to start crafting, this is totally the way forward for you. So in this box, we have got the wonderful Sara giving to us pop-out scenes. In here, there are way over 200 elements, and it says here, makes a minimum of 24 cards. And when it says minimum, boy, does it mean minimum. We have got in here, beautifully packaged, a collection that you are going to adore. I'm going to start off, if I may, with your stamps. So in here, you've got a selection of your sentiments, including time to celebrate, have the happiest of birthdays, and don't forget to make a wish. You've got the balloons here as well, which you can have a lot of fun colouring in. But I'm not stopping there. Please let me remind you as well, once you use these, you can use them over and over and over and over and over again, hence the 24 cards minimum. Here we've got some more, which includes the likes of I Believe in You, How wonderful is that for maybe someone who's getting a new job? We've also got thank you very much. Now, I will say that this would go great as a sentiment for the woodland fairy that we did earlier on with those new modern edgeables, worth looking back on the last show. As well as that, I'm bringing to you all of these. Now, I want to show you these because this is the kind of the expertise of the box itself. We have got over 100 pearls you're going to be getting in total. And look at how beautiful they are with the complementary ribbons. And these ribbons go on and on and on, not just in the 3 different thicknesses and the 3 different colours, but actually the spools themselves are jam-packed. So complementary all works well together. It's not stopping there though. I've also got your dies as well. So some of these dies, as you can see, match up perfectly with the likes of your stamps. And what these will help you do is you can just cut these into your pieces, or you can make them into pop-out designs. You've got one here for a party, but you've also got one here with a magical fairy, a butterfly, and a little deer there. Really wonderful for summer. I've got all your essentials too. Don't have time to make your own cards? You don't have to. They're already done here for you. Don't have time to make your own envelopes? No problem. We've got you covered. And you've got different sizes for different cards and different designs. And the bit we all go giddy for, we've got for you your papers and cards. So your card collections here, again, all complementary, all working out beautifully to go in with the likes of your ribbons, pearls and more. But then we've got the unique and individual papers. And these, as you can see, single-sided. So that means if you do want to cut out these out, you don't have to feel guilty about something you're missing on the back. But check these out. I love this one. You've got little hedgehogs. You've got little bunnies in jumpers. I mean, who wouldn't want to see that? You've got little squirrels there as well. You have got so much personality to this. I've got some little delicate dots there that are really cute. I love these ones. They're like hand-drawn, different styles of leaves, but you're getting sort of, you can see the really clear ones on the top, but there's like a secondary, almost mirrored image at the back, which is lovely. These ones, you've got that sort of flora fauna style with the pots too, and then you've got this design, which I think is really nice and unisex. So all of those working beautifully in together. As a reminder, loads of papers, loads of cards, loads of actual cards and envelopes in different sizes, in different designs. Then I've got my actual dies that make the design. I've got pearls, I've got ribbon upon ribbon, upon ribbon, upon stamps, all locked in a box to create designs like this and so much more for £15. What? £15 or $15 today on this one? That is an epic opportunity for a 40% discount. If you're platinum, well, come on, £12 or $12. It's great for anyone to get involved with, even if you're brand new. Do feel free to treat yourself at that discount deal. If you are new, or maybe you're just getting into craft, let me tell you this for nothing. Us crafters stock up on stuff that we need pretty pronto. And one of the things we always want is things to store them, to keep them safe, and often to make them portable, whether that's just from you store it upstairs but you like to craft downstairs, or if that's for you going and working away crafting, or maybe you've got a caravan you want to take your craft stuff. Today's Got It Good will help you do that and so much more. Now, Debbie, I know that this is one of your faves. Tell us why you love this so much.
I know, when they first come out, I mean, me and Craig first got ours, and Debbie's just got one as well, because they are fabulous. Not only are they really strong for carrying so much, I mean, you can see how much is in mine. You know, it's weighty, which means it needs to be solid. It needs to have reinforced stitching. It also needs to carry more than what you can see here. So if I turn my bag around, every single pocket, crevice is jam-packed with everything in here. Now, what's brilliant about it is literally on the inside here, if I pull it apart, you've got that inside pocket so you can keep pieces in there as well. You've also got then a complete front look of all your stuff, which I think is amazing. Being able to do this, especially when you're demonstrating, but especially even if you're at home and you just want everything in one place on the front where you want it, or at the side where you need it, to be able to grab where you want it from. It is really strange, because I remember going to Craig's bag, and he puts his in a different order to what I put mine in. Everybody has their own compartments that they do things with, and you'll be the same with yours. I think this is just amazing value. It is one of the best bags that I've ever had, I have to say, because it stores so much in there, and the fact that you can get it all, carry it wherever you want it, take it to wherever you want it, and you can see mine is jam-packed with absolutely everything you can fit in there, including, I mean, I really extend my pockets out at the back of the front here, where you think, I've got, these are 3 deep in tape pens, which is incredible. I've got my pot of glitter that I keep in there. I've even got my Xyron machine, like a 3-inch. This is what we was talking about earlier.
Oh, it's on the website for a
3-inch
tenner.
Xyron machine, you have to dig deep to get it out there, is even in there. So my little sticker maker, all my glues are in here, my glossy accents are in there. Gloria has a little place in there. All my scissors, pens, I've even got all tissues and wipes and everything stored in there. Honestly, it's such a great bag to have.
It really does go on, and that bag is not all you get. So you'll get that in the black version, but also you get your triangular traveller, which is lovely. Here's a picture of it. It's great. They're both in black, as I say, and yeah, great saving on that one again today. So if you do want it, do seize the moment. Absolutely, loads of you getting involved. We've got Sherry in with the puns today, saying the previous card you make was beautiful, Debbie.
I love it.
Also saying, Fred is retorting back, saying Sherry's a punny lady, and the puns were not bad. Oh, that is my level of humour. I love it. We are going to give you a moment or two to check out your baskets. When we come back, we've got another preview, which I think you're going to find a bit of a dream. Also, we have got for you more demos, vote for demo of the day and the show, and loads more time to have a natter. So don't go anywhere, check out your baskets. We'll be back in about 3 minutes.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Put away your tape measure and fabric scissors. The Threader's fabric cutter offers accuracy and precision with every cut. This handy tool slices through fabric in a guillotine style. Its ergonomic design features a comfortable and protective handle, so it's safe and easy to use whether you're right or left-handed. Its 45mm rotary blade will cut up to 6 layers of fabric at a time, so your sewing, quilting, and upholstery project times are cut down to size. It's equipped with a measuring guide in metric and imperial for a perfectly accurate cut every time. The built-in grid ruler has 30-degree, 45-degree, and 60-degree angle lines, so you can cut fabric on any angle, including the bias. Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash.
Good evening, welcome back. Well done everyone who's managed to check out the basket. I've seen in the comments a few of you treated yourself to this. Oh, go ahead, go ahead. You only live once. And well done to everyone who's managed to get it. I did promise you a little preview, sorry, that was me doing an impression of my cat. Should have made that clearer. Just looked like I was licking my own hand. Anyway, I did say to you that I was going to give you a little bit of a preview as to some of the goodies we've got coming up, and I also said they were going to be a dream. That was my hint. Add these. I wanted to give you a little show of some of the treats we have got launching this Saturday. Now, these are just some of the things you can expect to see from Dreamies, and as you can see, you've got a spoonful of honey, which is so cute, and you've also got the garnet selection. Let me just turn it over so you can see them. Don't they look pretty? They look really wonderful, don't they? I picked these ones because they're really a bit different, aren't they? So you've got these ones, but of course, one of the things we love Dreamies for is, oh yeah, we've got our MDF as well. That's cool, isn't it? Sorry, I'm putting my hand there because there is a sticker there that just says Be Happy. I just didn't want it to confuse you. But yeah, you've got a lovely Be Happy here design, which comes as kind of a 3D stand piece. And then check this out, the hive sign. We've got huge individual signs that you sort of loop in together, and then you can put different ones on, such as pollen fields, the hive, the honey pot, bumblebee barn, honeycomb highway as well you can put. Kind of cool those, aren't they? So again, if you love your bees, then these are coming up for you on Saturday, this Saturday, so do not miss it. Be there or be disappointed.
They are the bee's knees.
Oh, yes, I love it. From bees, let's go to butterflies, shall we? And we have got your vintage butterflies on today's lunch party. A massive collection here. 2 main offers for you. So you've got one offer which you can see on your screen right now, and it's everything you are seeing on screen, including but not limited to dies, embossing folders, and the likes of vellum, double-sided stamps, ribbon, brads, papers, loads basically. So everything you're seeing here, you can treat yourself to. If you do want to grab the moment on that. If you need to stock up on other things, have a look on the web because there are other elements on there as well. So you can seize the moment. Shall we have another demo before we get voting? Let's do it. And with you.
Yeah, so I've saved this one. This is our last one because it's beautiful. So quite an in-depth demo, but I wanted to show you how these designs look so lovely together. Now this is one pack of the dies, so you get 3 elements in here, which are absolutely stunning. This is our layerable butterfly. It's a really large one. So the first one we've got is this bottom base one, which I'm going to use some craft card with. So we're going to cut that one in. Then we've got our next one, which is, so they all go up in the biggest amount of space. So this one has the biggest amount of space. This is the one I would say has the next. And then your top layer is the one that has the smallest amount of spaces in there. So we're then going to use our smallest amount on that lovely lilac. And then we're going to use the cream cardstock to cut this out as well. And I want to leave enough room because I want to cut some tags as well. So let me just trim that one one down, make sure I've got enough. If not, I like to be frugal with my cardstock. But if not, we do have some more of it. So let's pop these onto our plate. So each one, just layering them down. Obviously, we was asked earlier, Becky, if they would fit through the Gemini Junior.
Yes, we were.
So what I would say is, if you're cutting this out, you'll just have to cut it, like cut 2 out would fit on your Gemini Junior, and then cut the 3rd one out.
Okay.
So that's all it means. You've just got to cut it that extra time through your machine, but they will all fit through them. So offer it into the mouth of your Gemini or any die cutting machine. So they are thin metal dies, so any die cut machine you've got, they will work through beautifully.
Great stuff.
So as that comes out, that's going to cut every one of our layers. Now what I like about this one is we don't have to do too much gluing, because I just want to glue the centre point to the actual butterfly's body. I mean, look at these, how they've just all come out beautifully. So just take in that one, even that smallest amount.
Pretty.
Look at that. I mean, it's absolutely stunning. So we've got our base layer, then we've got our second layer, which is going to go onto there, and then we've got our butterfly to go onto the top. So just be mindful of the colours you want to use. And obviously this is a vintage butterfly collection, but it doesn't mean to say you can't use these with all your bright colours that you've got in your stash.
Good point.
You might want to do a really pretty Mother's Day card, but your mum might like bright pink. You know, you can do that. And just imagine doing this in your sort of bright pinks and your whites. It's just going to look amazing.
Oh, it's a lovely idea.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
yes. So the other thing I want to do is cut this one out again, which I've already done, and I've done it again in black. You know how I like my shadows, Becky. So let's bring those ones, pop them dies to the side. Now, before we put our butterfly together, what I do want to do is bring in my card blank. Now this card I've trimmed to 8 1/4 by 5 1/4. Now at the 5-inch mark, so I'm going to hold this to my glass mat. At my 5-inch mark, I want to put my border die down there and to the top. That way I know I've got that in a straight line. So we're just going to pop that there, and I'm going to add some tape. What I would suggest with this is making sure you put a couple of pieces of tape so that doesn't shift, because sometimes when you just put one piece, it might just slightly alter it that little bit. So we're just going to put both pieces there, and we're going to send that through. Now because I want this to cut into the front of my card, I'm going to open my card up, and it's a good job I did because I've done it back to front. Look, so let me take that off, and we'll turn that round the right way so it cuts in the right direction. And again, I'm going to take that, and the only reason I'm using that point to cut onto is because I've cut my card to that size.
Okay,
but
perfect.
you can cut that whatever size that you want to. So let's pop that down there. Again, open up your card, and then we can send that through. Now, if you do have a Gemini Junior and you want to do this, what I would recommend is wrapping this round your metal shim, and that way you can then put it through like that, and it will create your card. Doesn't matter getting the indentation in the inside, because that will you can cover that with some cardstock.
Great stuff.
Right, so again, offering that into the Gemini, takes it from you. If anyone's new to us, I mean, say hi. It'd be nice to hear if there's any newbies, but also you might be new to our Gemini brand. The Gemini brand comes from our machines, because we aren't a die cutting company, but we are a die manufacturer. So it's made sense for us to bring our own machine, and we're quite lucky because Sara, who is the founder of Crafters Companion, her dad is an engineer, so himself and Leanne, they put a lot of time and effort into creating our Gemini machines for us. Right, so let's take that out. All I'm then going to do is we're going to trim this to the edge, so taking off the complete fold in our card and just trimming down to that piece there. Give that a little wiggle, but be gentle because you've got all those pieces. You don't want to pull those. That one little bit that doesn't seem to, so I'm going to pull that away. There we go. And that creates that beautiful front of our card. So another different way of creating that beautiful edgeable, but now we've got it down the side of our card. So I'm just going to reinforce my score lines. Right, so we've got all this come together. I've then got a piece of card here. Now I did this along with one of the pages from our 12 by 12 book, and all I'm going to do, this is going to go onto the inside, so this will stick just in here like so. Before I do that though, what I do want to do is, it's just not, I like having lots of detail in cards, so what I'm going to do is take my pokey tool and I'm going to use this to actually just fold, or turn should I say, so rolling up. So we're just rolling up that section there, and then I'm going to do the same with this one. So so George just asked if it's called a fold back, but I have no idea. I just it's just like curling the edges. It's just a distress, like almost like a curling the edges. So doing them like that. That way you've got those spaces there that we can use our brads. So again, I'm going to use my pokey tool just to put a hole through those side pieces. And I love the fact that we have these to add all this different detail because they just look amazing. So just taking those pieces out, another one into there.
And also I will mention that if you missed the show earlier on today, we had Craig, and Craig was showing us how you can use brads like this to attach vellum over the top of cards so that
without the glue.
You don't have to see the glue peeking through.
Absolutely.
So it's a great way to stock up on brads because we have actually got them individually in the show if you wanted them. So worth bearing that in mind. Because they look really cool, don't they?
They look so cool. You'll just end up wanting to use them on everything because they are amazing. And they just add that really beautiful touch of detail.
Yeah.
So popping those in. Now you can see I'm not doing it on this side because this side folds flat. So by doing a card like this, it means you can have all these extra details that just look fabulous then. Right, so that's our first bit. Then what we're going to do is with the, that I just had, I did see it below over there, there we go. So we've got this piece here which is going to go on the front. Now I've cut this shorter because I wanted to bring in some of that beautiful, I love this. This lace is incredible that we've got this in here. There's so many different things. If you want individual lace butterflies, you can cut them out. If you want just your little border with those loops on the top, you could just use that. I'm going to actually attach it to my piece of card. So we're going to have our card on this side, and then we're going to attach it to this side of our card. And all I'm going to do, so for me, red liner tape is absolutely brilliant for this.
Okay.
So we're going to pop our red liner tape, and that will hold it really securely just along the bottom here of our card. Just trim that away. And then when we take that out, and I always do it, make sure your piece of your lace is bigger. And what I would say is also put it to where you think it's sort of central. And I'm just putting it to that line there. And that will stick then onto that line and create our little border. And then we can go in and use our scissors just to cut up. Now, because I don't want those extra bits, I'm just going to cut those butterflies out.
Okay.
And then just cut up. And that will just trim those butterflies away. And then we'll do the same with this one. So you're keeping your butterflies intact, but you've got a beautiful border. And then we'll just trim that one just like so. So there's our border. Now, don't think because you've got a border, you can't then put another border onto there. So we're going to overlap that onto just at the side there. So we're getting this real nice textures going on. But also, I want to create a little bit of harmony with our brad. So we're going to do the same this side, but on the front of our card.
Ah, okay.
So we're just going to take our pokey tool again, roll that around, and then do the same at the bottom. And it's all that just extra detail that makes your card making fun, makes everything really just worthwhile doing and lots of interest to show. And it makes us very then creative with what we're doing.
Yeah.
So again, we're just popping those on the inside, and then we can just add, got two more brads here. So our first one, and then our next one. And then it all starts coming together. And if you do want to hide your workings, all you have to do is add a little bit of card on the inside, and it will all just marry up really well. So pushing them down, that will secure them into place. And then when we come to putting this one on top, we're going to do the same, using our glue, and then just securing that on the front.
I do love that lace. I want to put that in resin. Just
I
one
know.
butterfly would look
Isn't
fab.
it gorgeous?
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous. So we're just going to move that to the side there and add that piece, which is looking absolutely beautiful.
It is stunning.
I mean, how lovely is that? It really is
Yeah.
so gorgeous. And then we've got our main butterfly. So let's pop this one together. Again, what I do want to create is that middle section. So I'm going to trim my butterfly in half. So trim that directly in half. And then we can put this at the back. So let's bring in the tape. So this side, we're just going to have that so it comes out just on the corner. I'm not worried about having those two antennae. Is that the right word?
Yeah,
Yes.
antennae. I always think to call them dealy boppers, but they're what you wear to hen do's, aren't they?
Yeah. Good word though. And then with this one, we're going to use our pokey tool. Again, just to shape them, so to be gentle because you don't want to pull them away. But what this creates, by actually doing this, you're then going to, oh, I didn't realise that was, we're getting on for time, aren't we?
We are indeed.
We'll finish this in a second. Shall I bring in my finished one so we can get the vote
great
going?
idea, please, if you can.
And then we can come back to this to finish off. But if
Wonderful.
I show you this one,
Oh,
look
witty
at
woo.
this. So you've got all your beautiful butterfly wings. We've put our with love just underneath here. We've got our vellum tags, which we're going to do as well. But just a really nice design. Oh, pulling that
Love
up.
it.
There we go. That looks fabulous. There we go.
I love it. So Debbie's going to get together her makes from the day. We're going to do demo of the show, and you had a fair few, and then we'll vote for demo of the day. So remind us about the ones we've done for the show, please,
My
Debbie.
goodness, we have done so many. So let's start off with the first three. So we've got number one was our first butterfly one. I love that one. I love everything today. Number two was our really cute little bunny. Number three was our butterflies. So that's 1, 2, 3. Then number 4 were our Easter egg rocker cards. And then number 1, 2, 3, 4, number 5 was our stamp, butterfly stamp. Number 6 was our cross, and number 7 was our butterfly. Let's pop that in there then. Our butterfly was nice. Wow.
Right, blimey, we've been busy. Get voting on your favourite now for demo of the show. 1 to 7 you've got to choose from. Should we carry on with the demonstration of that card so we can see how to finish it off? I'm with you.
Yeah, definitely. So I've lost there. It is my cream one. Yeah, because I wanted to show you a little tip, which is why I wanted to go back to this one. So once we glue these into place, pop these on, and then our last one, going to do exactly the same. So bring in that pokey tool. Be really gentle when doing this. You just want to slightly pull down, because otherwise you could rip it, because it is just cardstock. But it really is worth it because it makes it look just amazing. And going in on that center and just putting our last one. I mean, it's fabulous, this butterfly. I could see me using this on so many different things. Now, what you can then do, I'm going to bring in my glue gel. Let me find some. There's some. So bring this in, because this is see-through and it dries clear, if you pop just a little bit underneath your wings here, so you put it along here, you won't be able to see it, but what that will do, when it dries, it will keep your wings up. So it's a really nice little tip because,
Yeah.
and obviously it does make your card thicker. So think about how you want to, if you're posting it or whether you're, you want to put it in a box. It will fit in an envelope because it's not that high up, but it will stop your wings from going down, which means they will keep their shape and that will dry. So you can see I've done the same with this one, which is completely dry and you can hardly see that in there. So, but they're not going to go, see I can push that down and that's not going to go anywhere. It's going to keep its shape.
Love it.
So once we've done that, we're then going to cut some of our vellum up, which seems a shame, but when you've got scrap pieces of it, when you start to get scrap pieces of it, it's a really good way to start cutting them up. Now these are fabulous. Oh, this hasn't been opened, this one. So I'm tearing it, it's just cut into there. These are great, I mean ticket dies, these are really hard to get hold of and they're great. These are brilliant if you're doing like a kiddies cinema party. You can give them tickets to get in and yeah, they're fabulous. But what's also great about them, look how many tag dies you are getting, which are incredible. So we're just going to be using our tag here. Now because I'm using this gorgeous vellum and cardstock, I can cut through 2 pieces at once. So we can actually, let's just take a little piece of this off. I think I left enough, yes, to go onto there. We can actually cut both of these at the same time.
Oh, love that. Oh, we've had winner through for
ready.
Card at Show. The word to describe it was landslide.
A landslide, wow.
Landslide win.
Oh.
It's the one you're making right now. It's number 7.
That's funny. I actually thought it was going to be close between the little rocker egg cards because they were probably my favourite, but probably because they're just so super cute.
Can I nick the final sample of this from you?
Yes, there we
then
go.
I can help you vote.
There we go. Right, so let's pop these to the sides. So we've got our little tags. Now never feel like you can't add extras onto your card. So I love the fact that we can have our tags. Our tacky glue, I mean you could use your tacky glue. Our tape pens are brilliant because they also hide your workings. So we can pop that on there and you can't see it, as well as using your little brads. And then all I'm going to do is use this just to highlight. We just want a little bit here so we can pop that so they're like coming out of there. So adding that little touch of luxury. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of glue because ours is still drying. We're just going to put a little bit of the base here to put on to our card. And then all I've got is my sentiment, if I can find that.
Whilst you're finding your sentiment, I'll start on vote for the day, shall I?
Oh, yes.
So you've got time to vote. So we've got 3 different craft experts, 3 different cards. Card number 1 in from Debbie Robinson, that was on this morning's with those flowers and the little girl peeping through. The second one was the Colour Yourself paper piecing. This one was by Craigle earlier on today for our launch day. And this is the one that we're currently partway through making with the wonderful Debbie Fisher. This is the one that we're working on at the moment. So that's number 3. So as a reminder, we've got 3, 2, and 1. So vote for your favourite. And back with you, Fish.
There you go. So there's my finished card. So we've just added the sentiment, got that on there. But it's so nice that we can do that, have that beautiful card on the inside, and then that gorgeous lace and that edgeable die at the front, which is absolutely incredible.
That is so pretty. I'm just here, I'm grabbing stuff. That is so pretty. Thank you so much for showing us that. If you love that one, get voting for it. Card of the day, that vote is going at the moment. If you would like the Vintage Butterfly collection, I will fly through this as quick as I can, but I will forewarn you, there's a lot in here, but you know, it's worth seeing every single element, so I'll run through that quick. We have got for you the resin brads that we've used 4 of on this card, and then brought to you the binding ribbon, which we used earlier. We have got the charms, which, just to let you know, they've got resin at one side and then they're textured gold on the back. I'll just flip these so you can see them. So they're the textured gold on the back of them. And you get 10 of those, so 2 of each design. Then I've got the lace that the lovely Debbie was working with. Remember, you can add colour to these by colouring them in or by using your home created dyes. You know, whether that be sort of skins or flowers, whatever it might be. Then I've got loads of stamps, including the likes of birthday wishes and butterfly wishes. That's a nice one. We've got butterflies too, plenty of those, which you can design in any which way you want, remembering they're all individual, so lovely for backgrounds and more. Let me add to you now your texture. This is with your embossing folder, and boy, does that emboss. Lots of lovely layers in that one. This is the die that the fabulous Debbie has just used to create this beauty of a card. Using it in different ways, you can see it, depending on how you stack them, creates a completely different feel. Then I had for you your marvellous Mariposa that Debbie worked with earlier on. The pop-out sections, did a demo on that. Did a demo also with the opulent edge as well. This time Debbie used it on an angle, which was nice. We got the frames too. You're getting the three sort of different frames, but they stack wonderfully on top of each other if you wanted the layered up. Then, really unusual to get this, a double-sided die. Now, as we know, these double-sided dies, you cannot just go and get any old place. This is something really special. So great to have it in a collection, especially when it's as affordable as it is today. Then I've got for you the huge stamp that comes with the two dies. So you can use this cut out completely, sort of as two sides, just one-sided. Again, Debbie did a demo with this earlier on too. These are the tags and the tickets that we were thinking of. These have been really, really, really popular because don't forget you can get some of these things individually. Then I've got all of your fabulous papers, double-sided papers in the 6x6, but also I've got this set of designs also in the 12x12. So you can really see the impact of these ones. If you do want them in that larger size, they are available for you in this set. And not stopping there, because I've got some luxury elements with our wonderful luxury A4 and of course for the vellum as well. So you've got plenty in there to have fun with. Today it is all for you. They're at, well, the prices on your screen. So do seize the moment on those if you fancy them. Let me give you one final reminder on the Easter box, if I might, because we have got oodles again in here. We've got in this, let me just tidy up. We have got in this so many different elements, including all of your essentials. So if you do want them, it's all available for you today, including your adornments, your embossing folders. You've got dies in here galore. You've got your cardstock as well. So if you do want to seize the moment, great deal on screen for you. But don't forget, there is one way you can get extras, which includes free aqua pens. So feel free to treat yourself to that too if you wish. Have we had a winner in from our... We have. It's another landslide. And it's Debbie Fisher! Woo! She swoops in and steals the win.
That butterfly just flew in there.
Yeah,
oh, thank you very much.
Oh, congratulations on that one. Debbie, when are you next in with us, my love?
I'm back in tomorrow. So, yes, I'm in at 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock,
We'll
yes.
see you then tomorrow.
Yes,
Thank
you,
you.
Becky.
Oh,
it's been lovely.
It's gorgeous, as always. Thank you very much, and our social superstars, for getting in touch with us. It's fabulous to have you with us. Don't forget, tomorrow we've got more fabulous shows on for you to feel free to enjoy. And don't forget to follow us on our socials so you can keep up to date with what is going on. I am back in with you now on Thursday. I hope to see you then. Enjoy the rest of your day, whatever you're doing. Much love from us all. Mwah.